at SmileRevolutionImplantCenter.com.
Standard photos fall flat. Instead, get Shrunk 3D. Experience the future of keepsakes. Versatile, unique 3D replicas for all occasions. Our figures bring your memories to life with stunning realism. Get your own 3D replica and preserve your memory forever. Go to shrunk3d.com/Chattanooga today.
Walker Valley looks to keep pace with the top of the region standings as they welcome in East Hamilton on Dr. Pepper Friday Night Rivals, presented by Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga. Hello, everybody. Alongside Scott McMahon and Dave Keelan, I'm Chris Goldforth. Glad to have you with us tonight from Walker Valley. As East Hamilton rolls in tonight, they are unbeaten in Region 4-5A, off to a 3-0 start in region play, while Walker Valley comes in at 2-1. Scott, the calendar turns to October, and that when we turn our attention to playoff seedings in November.
That's what this game's all about, right? So if East Hamilton wins this game, they've really got a leg up for a region championship and hosting a home game. But that Ray County game looms at the very end of the season, the last regular season week. If Walker Valley wins this game, then, oh my goodness, the apple cart has been upset, and it's going to be a free-for-all. So that's what makes this game so important tonight.
Dave Keelan has got a look at our Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga keys to the game. Let's send it down to the field. Dave Keelan. Dave?
All right, thanks, Chris. Let's go ahead and jump right into those keys to the game. First up for East Hamilton, they're looking to be efficient in the pass game. One of the best ways to slow down a Mustang, take away his legs. They're looking to slow down the Walker Valley run game and win the turnover battle. For the Mustangs, they're looking to have explosive plays in the run game, win the turnover margin, and be efficient in the red zone. That's your keys to the game, sponsored by Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga. Guys?
All right, thank you very much, Dave Keelan. We have got our Food City kickoff as well as our coin toss brought to you by the Tennessee Army National Guard. We'll do all of that when we return. Big region showdown tonight from Walker Valley between the Canes and the Stangs. Dr. Pepper Friday Night Rivals, presented by Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga.
It's here, it's yours, but you do need to hurry to take advantage of it. Discovery Days, that once-a-year pre-holiday savings spectacular at Scott's Furniture. You'll discover incredible sale prices on everything. New living room, dining room, bedroom furniture, mattress sets in every size, accessories, room rugs, outdoor furniture. Nothing's held back. Buy with up to 5-year interest-free financing and no down payment. Plus, delivery and setup are free up to 50 miles. Hurry, Discovery Days with incredible savings on everything ends Monday at 7 at Scott's Furniture in Cleveland.
On a hyped-up Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
All aboard the hype train! We're going all the way! Woo!
I heard this hype train runs an ice-cold Dr. Pepper.
And the hopes of overly optimistic fans.
Hey guys, check out my new tattoo.
We're so winning it all!
Even the national media agrees.
And they're never wrong about anything.
Oh wait,
our quarterback got injured in practice.
Okay, everyone off the hype train.
Well, that didn't last long.
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
Wherever you go, no, you're not alone. Just call my name, I'll be your home. Whatever you feel, I wanna feel it too. I'll always be right here with you. Always be right here with you.
Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. From the functional to the stylish and elegant, transforming your home or business starts here. The best quality products at the best prices. Visit wholesalesupply.us to find a showroom near you.
Look no further than Mid-South Equipment when it's crunch time. We have the machines to help you tackle the big jobs, such as our JCB 1CXT backhoe loader and the safest skid steer on the market with the JCB 3TS. Call Mid-South Equipment today.
Back at Walker Valley High School for Walker Valley and East Hamilton. And that is our Tennessee Army National Guard coin toss that is taking place down on the field. We'll hear from the Tennessee Army National Guard coming up a little bit later on. Walker Valley won the toss. They have elected to defer, so they will get the ball in the second half. And Scott, that means we'll see this East Hamilton offense to start things. The Canes come in. They've won 5 straight. Coming off of a bye week last week, averaging 31 points per game. Their quarterback, Wyatt Miller, has only thrown 53 passes all year, but when you're running the football the way they are, you don't have to put it in the air very often.
That's exactly right. And they, of course, Wyatt Miller was a wide receiver last year, but just a junior, and he settled into being a good quarterback. But their bell cow is number 11, and that's the junior running back, Jaden Haywood. Well over 1,100 yards on the season, 19 touchdowns on the ground, and he has been the workhorse for East Hamilton. Now they've got some playmakers out on the outside of the perimeter, but certainly be watching for Jaden Haywood, the East Hamilton running back, to get his game started here early and often.
Well, and you know, whenever we talk to Drew Akins, the head coach at Walker Valley, when you think about Coach Akins and just kind of his career as a head coach, I think you tend to want to focus on the offense and in particular his skill players. But, you know, he told us this week he feels like this team is built around his offensive and defensive lines, and he's got a very good front four defensively. Troy Duskevich with 10 solo tackles, 11 assists, and 2 sacks. He's the most dynamic of that group.
Yes, he is. Also with seniors Jack Shantz and Dylan Sharp are 2 of those other defensive linemen that you spoke of, and they kind of throw a little bit of different looks at you. But certainly, like you mentioned with Duskevich, he is the most dynamic of those guys. So check out and keep your eye on number 5 when Walker Valley's on defense, which will be this possession right here.
Noah Campbell's kick taken on a hop at the 20, making a man miss out across the 25 up near the 30-yard line. Grayson Maddox on the return. Maddox, a guy he'll get the start at tight end, but he's somebody that'll also play some running back. They're going to move him around, as is, I guess, kind of typical for a Drew Akins coach team. He's going to find ways to get his best players involved, whatever that looks like.
Right. Eli Robinson on the stop on special teams. So here we go. Hurricanes 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
That's Aaron Nance, the head coach at East Hamilton, and I think both of these coaches kind of share that same sort of philosophy that, hey, we're going to get our best players on the field and get them involved. And here goes the handoff on the end around. It goes to Ben Spangler. And Spangler gets out across the 35 to about the 36-yard line.
Spencer McCooch on the tackle there, the junior safety, who is actually leads the team in interceptions, but he was nice on the pursuit. But not until East Hamilton picks up a nice gain, bring up a short second down.
East Hamilton at 6-1 on the year. They're 3-0 in Region 4-5A. They come in having won 5 straight. And they will have the bye week next week. Last week they took care of Ottawa by a 42-7 final, as Miller not able to stay on his feet.
Good pursuit by the Mustangs defense on that play. Barely back to the line of scrimmage, if not maybe loss of 1. So interesting third down here early. And a bit of a surprise to me that Jaden Haywood has not touched the ball yet on this series. Only a couple plays, but still. Number 11's he's the dude, as they say.
And it's Hayward that's in the backfield now, and he will motion out an empty set. And they look to throw it to him on the screen. Here is Haywood. And Haywood has got a first down and more as he rolls to midfield.
That's why he is the dude. Tackled by Braylon Beard, and a sophomore middle linebacker
Scott, you remember when we saw East Hamilton last year, Jaden Haywood was kind of the story for the Canes a season ago. They moved him to running back middle of the year last year, and he just exploded those first couple of games.
Yes, and he is so talented. You saw him catching out of the backfield and really make an easy first down for East Hamilton.
And they're going to find every way they can to get him the ball as Walker Valley moves up front, and now Miller appears to be changing the play. And here's the give again, Haywood. He gets down to about the 42-yard line. A nice pickup on first down.
Tyler Goldman on the stop, but really, if we get another look at it, he kind of ran into his own man, did Jaden Haywood. But as we said, Tyler Goldman, junior linebacker, 27, steps up to make the stop. But again, another nice yardage gain here on first down by Haywood. Here's your starting lineup. Big Woody's Tree Service, and we mentioned Jaden Haywood, number 11. Also, quarterback Wyatt Miller will lead the charge.
And Miller again to throw on the screen. It is complete out to Baylor Anderson. And Anderson stacked up at the 40-yard line after a short gain.
Caleb Jackson on the tackle, junior linebacker, super athletic guy, and he was out 2 games earlier this season and still has 17 recorded tackles coming into tonight.
Here's your Big Woody Tree Service starting lineup for Walker Valley. Mustangs are 5-2 on the season. They are 2-1. This defense allowing 15 a game, but only 158 yards of total offense per game. They've been pretty dominant. Here's Miller on the keeper. He gets around the corner, and we got a foot race. Miller to the house.
Great zone read on Wyatt Miller. I mean, everybody, including me, that, of course, the Chattanooga Dental Care touchdown, including me, thought that Jaden Haywood would get that football, and Miller did a good job of recognizing the defense, pulling out of his belly, and then here you see it, he'll look at it again, and I mean around the edge, zero containment, and that is a nice touchdown run from junior quarterback Wyatt Miller to put the Hurricanes up.
Well, a 6-play drive, Miller taking it the final 46 yards for the score. And here is Spencer Payne on to attempt the extra point. And now we'll have a penalty flag that will come out. East Hamilton able to mix in a couple of screen passes, had great success, and a 46-yard touchdown run by Wyatt Miller, capping off a 6-play drive. So the extra point now turns into a short field goal from about 25 yards away. Payne's kick is good, and it is a 7-0 lead. East Hamilton. Canes on the board after the opening drive. 8:39 to play. First quarter, Dr. Pepper. Friday Night Rivals presented by Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga. East Hamilton ball when we return.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside, or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now, get it straight from our doors to yours.
Value every day, Food City.
At Chattanooga Dental Care, from the moment you're welcomed into our office, our focus is delivering excellent dental care in a comfortable and caring environment. Whether you need general or cosmetic care or advanced procedures such as dental implants, our sedation dentistry services ensure your treatment will be comfortable and stress-free. You can feel confident in your dental care when it's delivered by our expert team led by Dr. Michael Hernandez and Dr. Stephen Vandenberg. To learn more, call us at 423-499-9300 or visit us at ChattanoogaDentalCare.com.
East Hamilton with the Chattanooga Dental Care touchdown and a 7-0 lead on the opening drive of the game. Walker Valley now set to receive it. Be sure to stick around after the game. We've got a full hour of Whose Line Is It Anyway, followed by Joan. That's tonight, following the action here at Walker Valley.
Mentioned Grayson Maddox, who was the holder on that extra point. He did a good job. That thing was kind of twisted behind him a little bit, and he had a good job of catching that thing and getting it down to make sure that extra point was good. And as you mentioned, a 7-0 lead here for East Hamilton as the Mustangs of Walker Valley will touch the ball for the first time.
Walker Valley will send back Spencer McCooch and Kason Cunningham.
And the big question is, who are they going to start at quarterback? Because Dosen Stum has been injured the last couple of weeks. Jacob Curley had replaced him, the sophomore Curley. So it appears that Stum may be able to return for this week. So we'll see who comes out as the starting quarterback.
Spencer Payne puts it up high into the air. And on the return, it's Cunningham, and he is in trouble. Cunningham having trouble securing the football, and he is dumped at around looks like about the 9-yard line. And so Walker Valley will take over, and the Mustangs will start deep in their own end of the field. And here he comes, Dosen Stum. 700 yards passing through the first 5 games of the season. Was injured and has missed the last couple of weeks. A sophomore Jacob Curley, who threw for 160 yards and 3 touchdowns last week against Howard, had been the replacement. So Stum seeing his first action now in a couple of weeks. And they open on the ground. They give it to Javen Hall. And Hall is stopped after maybe he gets a yard, if that, to the 10-yard line. Hall, 514 yards rushing. And a guy, Scott, we talked earlier about Jaden Haywood and what he has meant to this East Hamilton offense after joining, as you get a look at the Big Woody Tree Service starting lineup for Walker Valley. Hey. I think you could talk about the same thing with Javen Hall, a guy that they needed help at running back, and he was able to step up and has played well for Walker Valley this year.
He sure has. And, 65 Taylor Smith on the stop there. Here's East Hamilton's defense led by Taylor Smith and that defensive front, 6'5", 215. But some linebackers who can really get the job done too. Emmanuel Walker and Devin Barger are seniors and leaders on this defensive front. But you kind of saw it on that play. It looks like East Hamilton, they'll let all the window dressing happen and then just concentrate on who ends up with the ball and stopping them from a decent gain. Brings up an interesting 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6-ish.
This is the second time it fell off.
And here's Dosen Stum to throw for the first time on the rollout. And as soon as he makes the catch, he is dumped almost immediately. It was Grayson Maddox there defensively after the pass.
Hudson McCooch with the catch. That's his 15th catch on the year. And they did get the first down. So Mustangs move the chains with their first possession.
Walker Valley off to a 5-2 start. They are 2-1 in region play. This offense also averaging 31 a game. They were shut out 2 weeks ago, 16-0. They get outside on the corners, and they find some room now with Tate Roundtree before he's pushed out of bounds.
And Roundtree, he made a nice catch on that, but when he turned around to run upfield, there was no defender. Watch this little kind of a tough snag. He keeps an eye on it. He's like, where's the defense? Okay, I'll keep running. Keep running, shows a physical stiff arm right there on the sideline, and another first down for Walker Valley. Big
hit
penetration
immediately as soon as he took the handoff.
C.J. Drake, phenomenal defensive lineman, Coach Aaron Nance tells us, and he showed you why on that play right there. Comes in 4 tackles for a loss, make it 5. I mean, Hall had no chance. C.J. Drake was in his face immediately.
That'll be a loss of a couple, and it's now 2nd down, 14. Ball at the 35-yard line. And on the keeper, out of the Wildcat, heading around the corner is Roman Yulo. And Yulo, touchdown. 2 long touchdown runs, 1 for each team to start things.
Yulo tagged as the best player on the team from Coach Drew Akins. He kind of shows you why with that speed that he had once he got around that left edge, man. It was lights out. Let's take another look at it here. Nice play fake. He lines up as the quarterback, takes a direct snap, fakes it to Hall, and then Roman Yulo is out the gate to the end zone for the Mustangs touchdown.
Well, a 6-play, 91-yard drive.
Okay, we're going to see this kind of game. Okay, I'm all in.
Noah Campbell out to tie us at 7. 7-7 our score. 5:45 to go, first quarter. An exciting start at Walker Valley. East Hamilton scoring on a 6-play drive, and here come the Canes. A 6-play, or the Mustangs rather, a 6-play drive as well. Yulo 65 yards away for the score.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
Look no further than Mid-South Equipment when it's crunch time. We have the machines to help you tackle the big jobs, such as our JCB 1CXT backhoe loader and the safest skid steer on the market with the JCB 3TS. Call Mid-South Equipment today.
At the half. East Hamilton, Walker Valley, they've each had the ball one time, and Scott, they have each put 7 points on the board. Big play been the story so far. Wyatt Miller with a 46-yard touchdown run for the Hurricanes, and then Walker Valley answers as Roman Yulo takes it 65 yards for a score.
With some serious speed, too. That was a nice run. You know, Drew Akins, head coach of Walker Valley, talked to us about how, you know, he's been here 6 years. This is his 6th season, and he really wanted to build the team around the offensive line and defensive line play as far as the program overall, and I think he's done a nice job of that. For years, Walker Valley was known as a program that really didn't play much defense, and they might beat you, but it was going to be 40-39, and Drew has really done a nice job, and his complete staff. Kerry Henderson is their defense coordinator. They've done a good job of changing the culture here. That was another remarkable thing I thought Drew said was they've had more, and this is not an old, you know, they've been around 25 years or so. They've had more 0-10 seasons than they've had winning seasons here.
That's correct. Trying for their first back-to-back winning seasons in program history as Jaden Haywood had the return. But if they can win tonight, right now Walker Valley sits with a record of 5 wins and 2 losses coming into today. And if they can win tonight, that would give them 6, and that would assure Walker Valley of back-to-back winning seasons for the first time in program history.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable.
Drew Akins said that was a goal. He said it really shows that we've built a program. It's not a flash in the pan. Here's Miller throwing, trying to make the diving catch over on the far side of the field was Haywood, and it's incomplete.
Intended for Haywood, as you mentioned, pretty well defended by the Walker Valley defense. There's Wyatt Miller, junior quarterback, wide receiver last year, and Coach Aaron Nance said he thought that experience at wide receiver really helped him to move to quarterback. He's a good athlete and a solid leader, and he's had a great season for 2024.
You know, on the flip side, we talk about winning seasons. For East Hamilton now, this is their 6th straight winning season. Here is Haywood on a handoff, gets out across the 40, and his feet taken out from under him.
I don't think it's crazy to say that East Hamilton has been one of our more successful Hamilton County public school programs in years, whether it was, you know, going back to Ted Gatewood when he was there, and then, of course, Grant Reynolds when he was there, and now Aaron Nance in his second year comes in 12-6 as the head man with East Hamilton's Hurricanes.
Here comes Haywood this time to the near side. He'll cut it up inside. Has the first down. And he'll take it across midfield. He'll bring it into Walker Valley territory to the 45.
You see that? Now you hear people talk about it all the time, put the foot in the ground. This is a prime example. The defender had him for just a second. That was Braylon Beard. And then he puts that foot in the ground and he accelerates big time. Tyler Goldman finally is the guy that gets him on the ground. But as you mentioned, not until he picks up a major gain and a first down inside the Mustangs territory at about the 45-yard line. CHI Memorial first down.
An empty backfield. Man comes in motion. Here's Miller on the rollout. Drops it off short at the 40-yard line. Popped hard as he goes out of bounds. Pass was caught there by Ben Spangler.
Yeah, Ben Spangler was a guy that he, faked the handoff to on the motion in front of him. Faked the jet sweep and then come back and hit Ben Spangler kind of out on the right flats for a pretty nice gain on first down.
Gain of 6. Call it second down 4. East Hamilton on their first drive. It was a 6-play drive capped with a 46-yard run by the quarterback in Wyatt Miller. And Miller, this time he'll roll to the opposite side now. Has a man open and he overshot him. Throwing in the direction of Baylor Anderson.
Baylor Anderson, a senior wide receiver, but just a little bit overthrown by Wyatt Miller. And Anderson was covered pretty well by the defensive back on that play.
We talked with both head coaches about what was at stake in this game tonight. And Aaron Nance said, look, we're not trying to look ahead. There's still a lot to play for. But he said nothing happens if we don't win tonight. So it was the old one game at a time talk from the head coach. Haywood motions out of the backfield. Miller. And Miller wrapped up. Tyler Goldman, the first one to hit him.
Also, Jack Shantz in on the tackle, too, senior. Nice gain, but we got an injury timeout here. Looks like
that is Miller.
Yeah, that's not good for East Hamilton. That's their quarterback kind of down and getting his breath here. Let's get another look at it. Hit pretty hard by a number of Mustangs.
Got his offensive lineman coming over to check on him. They'll lend a hand. That's his
center.
His senior center and Andrew Gilbert coming over.
Gilbert 6'2", 300. Picks his quarterback up. And tries to give him some encouragement, but then he gets back down the turf and the training staff's looking at him as we speak.
Yeah, it looks like it is that left leg that they are attending to.
He's trying to stretch it out and tough it out.
There he goes. Hopefully that's just a cramp.
Yeah, let's hope.
And we'll see plenty more from Wyatt Miller tonight as he heads to the sideline. It is a fourth down.
So now you got to have, maybe a wildcat type situation. Maybe you're just trying to draw them off sides and see if you can get the 5-yard penalty. Looks like Aaron Nance will call a timeout, though. Talk it over, figure out what they want to do here.
Timeout with 3:46 remaining in this first quarter. Chris Goforth, Scott McMahon, Dave Keelan from Walker Valley. Walker Valley and East Hamilton tonight. East Hamilton has entered, winning 5 straight. Took care of Ottawa last week, 42-7. They have the bye week next week, and they close it out against Sevier County. And then, Scott, you mentioned it a moment ago, that final week of the regular season, they go to Ray County. And you've got McMinn County, Walker Valley, and Ray County all with one region loss. And East Hamilton sitting at the top with a 3-0 mark.
That will be a heck of a road trip to Ray County. It always is. That bunch has gotten really a whole lot better this season.
And we're going to see Jaden Haywood take this fourth down snap now at quarterback. And they'll shift to tight end and an H-back to the right side. They run that way. He is met right at the line of scrimmage, and look at that host of blue jerseys.
Lane Ferris, also Spencer McCooch from a safety position. Those guys were all over it. They weren't going to let Jaden Haywood pick up the first down. So great defensive stand. You know, look at it here, excuse me. You see one to make the initial hit. That's McCooch, and then 40, Lane Ferris, the sophomore defensive lineman, kind of cleans it up. So turns the ball over there, and Mustangs back on offense, looking to do some cooking here.
Last time they had the football, Roman Yulo took it 65 yards for a touchdown, capped off a 91-yard, 6-play drive. Here's the snap back to Stum, and they'll hand it off. Going on the ground, this is Hall. And Javen Hall pushing forward for a couple.
Andrew Wright on the stop.
It's an offensive line for Walker Valley, returning 4 out of 5 starters back, including twins at tackle in Lane Kelly and Caleb Kelly. Both are 3-year starters. And here is Stum again throwing on the run. Nice catch by Roundtree. And Roundtree popped out of bounds near the first down stick.
Great catch by Tate Roundtree, senior. He was a 2023 all-region type player. Nice hands. We'll get another look at it on this screenplay. Little high and outside, but boy, Roundtree makes a nice, does a nice job of gathering it up and picking up that first down.
And a little bit of that stickum maybe. Pull that thing in. Look like your Steelers back in the 70s.
Oh, the Raiders, are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's true. Back on the ground,
Big
it's Hall.
Woo, stuck at the end there by Jaden Haywood, but nice hole from the Walker Valley offensive line.
Hall gets across midfield. He'll take it into East Hamilton territory at the Hurricane 48-yard line.
He's essentially untouched until about 6-7 yards downfield.
Haywood making that stop. We've talked about him on offense. They feel like defensive back is where he will play in college.
Yulo again.
Making the turn is Yulo. And Yulo has the first down inside the 45-yard line to about the 43.
Kind of an interesting reverse-looking handoff, but Yulo just was able to keep his feet. You see him kind of come backwards, spins out of that tackle, keeps going, and shows his athleticism, but it looks like we got a flag on the field.
Yeah, this is going to come back. Be a holding call that'll wipe off the nice run by Roman Yulo. Boy, he is fun to watch with the ball in his hands, isn't he?
Yes, he is. I didn't realize kind of the dynamic runner that he is. I knew Coach told us he was the best player on the team.
Blue. First down.
So the penalty is going to put the football back across midfield. And Walker Valley will be back inside their own 40-yard line now. They'll have it at about the 39 following the penalty. But Roman Yulo, the junior, a 3-year starter, averaging 18 yards a catch and 6 yards a rush this year, but he's got a 65-yard gallop for a touchdown already tonight. That'll help out that average some. Dosum Stum at quarterback. Back off the injury, and he hands it off to Javen Hall. Hall to the outside, and Hall gets upended at around the 44-yard line.
Stop maybe by Grayson Maddox, but not until he picks up a nice gain. Again, that penalty was pretty brutal, so he hasn't even made the original line of scrimmage. Brings up a 3rd and long, real long.
Stum wants to throw, rolling out, throws on the run, goes off the fingertips of his intended target, and Luke Hayden.
Hayden's a sophomore, big target, 6'4", but it was defended nicely by Ben Spangler. Get another look at it here. Stum rolls out. Okay, tip there before that Luke Hayden had a chance at it. Spangler with the tip on that play. Defended well by East Hamilton.
Yulo will punt, and we've got another flag that has come out. This may be a motion penalty.
Play snap. False start. Offense. Fourth down.
Well, after a blazing start for both of these offenses, you have East Hamilton that turns it over on downs after being stuffed on a fourth down, and Walker Valley has to punt it away here, faced with a fourth down and long now. Fourth and about 18. Low to kick it away. And he angles it. Taken on the run at the 40. Midfield and out of bounds is Jaden Haywood.
Yeah, you get a low punt like that, and then Jaden Haywood catches it on the fly. Look out, because when he gets the ball, as soon as the ball touches his hands, he's essentially at full speed. That was a nice return by Haywood right to midfield, as you mentioned, and now East Hamilton looking to try and do something, put some points, more points on the board.
East Hamilton.
Good Wyatt Miller back out too, so maybe that was just a little cramp, so that's good to see number 5 back out there.
Aaron Nance in his second year as the head coach of the Hurricanes. And it's Hall in trouble. Tries to break free, but cannot. Ends up with a yard, maybe 2. Haywood, rather, on the carry.
Braylon Beard on the stop, sophomore linebacker. 23. You can tell where Haywood just, the hole didn't initially open up, so he was trying to make something else happen, and Walker Valley's defense plugged the hole pretty quickly.
Inside a minute to go in this first quarter. Walker Valley's been exceptional this year against the run. Here goes Haywood again. And once again, Walker Valley able to string him out and cut him down.
Caleb Jackson in there. Also Aiden Burns, number 2, from his safety position. Again, you're right. They do have a stingy run defense. There you see Jackson and Burns in on the stop.
6 starters back on this Walker Valley defense that won 11 games and reached the state semifinals a year ago. 4 times last year they gave up 14 points or more. So far this year they've only done it 3 times. Tied at 7 as the first quarter clock begins to wind down. Let's see if East Hamilton, and they will snap it one more time in the first quarter. Throwing deep middle of the field, and it's picked off. Intercepted. Pass was
Spencer McCooch from the safety. Number 1, when they had 4 interceptions coming in, so chalk that one up as number 5, and that leads this team, Walker Valley's defense, the Mustangs, in interceptions this year. Nice play by the junior, Spencer McCooch.
Our first turnover of the game, it comes on the final play of the first quarter. East Hamilton, Walker Valley tied at 7. We head to the second quarter. Spencer McCooch coming through big with the interception of the pass from Wyatt Miller. Mustangs ball when we return. Dr. Pepper Friday Night Rivals presented by Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga.
Who you gonna call when your trees get too tall? Big Woody's. When it comes to trees, Big Woody's aims to please. We're experienced and equipped for 24-hour tree removal, stump grinding, trimming, and land excavation. Visit BigWoodiesTreeService.com or give us a call at 423-510-WOOD. Just call our number and we'll remove the lumber. That's 423-510-WOOD. Big Woody's.
There's no better place to drive a brand new Volkswagen than Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga. Your factory direct outlet for cars built in Chattanooga by Chattanooga. Village Volkswagen's no hassle financing and competitive prices make it easy to drive the Volkswagen of your dreams. Visit villagevw.com to view our new and pre-owned inventory. Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga, your hometown factory direct dealer.
At
At Chattanooga Closet Company, we're grateful we've had the opportunity to serve the community since 1998 and to come into your home, to assess your needs, and to fulfill your hopes and dreams for your storage spaces. Is it time to organize your next project? Chattanooga Closet's main goal is to make the process seamless. An expert designer will come to your home, followed by a showroom visit to review your designs and choose your finishes and accessories. Chattanooga Closet Company, providing functional, organized storage spaces. It's life made easy.
Standard photos fall flat. Instead, get Shrunk 3D. Experience the future of keepsakes. Versatile, unique 3D replicas for all occasions. Our figures bring your memories to life with stunning realism. Get your own 3D replica and preserve your memory forever. Go to shrunk3d.com/Chattanooga today.
7-7 our score as we open up the second quarter of play. East Hamilton struck first as the Hurricanes on the opening drive. A 46-yard touchdown run by quarterback Wyatt Miller. Very next possession, Walker Valley answers. Roman Yulo with a 65-yard gallop. And then the first quarter came to a close. East Hamilton throwing an interception, so Walker Valley takes over. Mustangs begin this drive at their own 25-yard line. And they hand it to Hall on the end around. Hall has room.
Bunch of room.
And Hall will step out of bounds at around the 45-yard line. And there is a penalty flag that has been thrown, so
Xavier Morton ran him out of bounds, but as you mentioned, penalty probably going to bring this back. We will see what the call is, but plenty of room. And while we're talking, I love those Walker Valley helmets, the matte blue with the WV on it. It looks really, really sharp. Canes helmets aren't bad either.
I was going to say, we got a good color combination going on tonight, don't we?
Canes are black, matte black with the metallic green canes on the side.
After the play, personal foul. Right. First down.
Wow.
Penalty is against East Hamilton. And that brings the football across midfield now to the 41-yard line. Stum again, it's Hall. And Hall up the middle. Has his feet taken out from under him by Grayson Maddox. Not before he can get down to about the 30. Sorry, Scott.
Maddox with a nice tackle, but as you mentioned, he got some huge yardage. Javen Hall did. Let's get another look at it. Again, nice blocking up front. Look at the hole that was created there with an offensive line. Also, you got Reese Davis in there helping out blocking. He's a tight end.
Hard snap count, and East Hamilton moves up front.
You got to like Colbin Levingood, too, just falling back. You know, he's like, whoa.
Hey,
you missed it, Mr. Ralph.
Encroachment. Defense. First down.
Well, two costly penalties here on East Hamilton, but Scott, you got to sell it, man.
Yeah, he did.
You got to sell it the whole way. Yeah.
He did. He's a returning starter. He's been through the wars, if you will. Coach said, you know, he earned his role, I should say, by nothing but hard work.
Stum has a lot of time. And the pass was thrown over on the sidelines.
Caught by Hudson McCooch.
Yeah.
So there's two McCooches, brothers. Spencer, who plays mostly defense but can be a running back, and Hudson, who plays wide receiver, who was also a part of the all-region team in 2023 last year for the Mustangs.
We'll have our third play in a row with a penalty flag. And this will go against Walker Valley, so back up the Mustangs.
Holding. 52-3. First down.
And the McCooch brothers are both just outstanding players, Scott. One a senior, one a junior. And they are both a threat to take it anytime they touch the football. So 1st and 15, ball back at the 35 after the mark off of the penalty. And here comes Hall. Nice job by East Hamilton to stretch it out before they finally are able to get him down. It was Xavier Morton that made the tackle.
And he ran through the tackle of Ben Spangler. Morton does bring him to the ground. Morton's a guy that's an interesting story. He didn't play last year, and they really didn't know what to expect when he came out this year. And all of a sudden, he's a starter to a pretty good East Hamilton defense and a big-time contributor as a junior. Plays that rover safety type position.
Quick throw to the sidelines, complete and out of bounds. Pulled in by Roman Yulo.
Yulo, go figure. Drew Akins was like, hey, man, we want to get him touches everywhere. Not just here and there, not just as a receiver. We'll do jet sweeps. We can even put him up under center as a quarterback if we have to.
Big third down. Stum on the rollout,
big
pressured, and he goes down. First one to greet him was Grayson Maddox.
Maddox, wow. And then a shot later on, but you saw a penalty flag come in there, so we'll have to wait to see what Mr. Whitehat has to say.
Holding. 58 points.
So East Hamilton will take over. The fumble recovery, so East Hamilton with a turnover to end the first quarter. And now Walker Valley ends the first possession of the second quarter with a turnover of their own. The fumble will give it back to the Hurricanes. Miller out of an empty backfield. And he's taking a shot, going deep down the far sideline, battled for and incomplete.
Well defended by number 21, Jerry Pugh. Coach calls him Mr. Reliable, and he showed you why there.
He was aiming for Jaden Haywood. That's twice now. East Hamilton has tried to take a shot down the field. Nice throw by Miller. Scott showing off a little bit of an arm again. We mentioned it early tonight. He's only thrown it 53 times, but Coach Nance told us, said, well, we haven't had to throw the ball much. When you're off to a good start, you don't need to. Here is the give around the end of Jermaine Heathington.
You got guys that can run, like not only Jaden Haywood, but Jermaine Heathington. He's transferred from Atlanta. 5'8", super quick, strong, tough runner. We'll get another look at it here. 34 can contribute. Junior running back.
Tyler Goldman that got him down. And a first down for the Hurricanes towards midfield at the 48-yard line. Here goes Haywood to the right side, and Haywood knocked down out on the corner on the far side. And again, that was Braylon Beard. This linebacking core for Walker Valley, guys in Caleb Jackson and Braylon Beard, Tyler Goldman, three pretty good guys that can chase you down when needed.
And Beard comes into the game with 46 plus tackles, 6 tackles for a loss. I mean, that guy's active. You see him right there on your screen, 23, linebacker for Walker Valley.
We've got a player down
like
over on the
timeout. Yep.
Yeah, player down over on the far side of the field. Break in the action. We'll step aside as well. 7-7 our score. East Hamilton, Walker Valley, Dr. Pepper. Friday Night Rivals presented by Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga.
It's here, it's yours, but you do need to hurry to take advantage of it. Discovery Days, that once-a-year pre-holiday savings spectacular at Scott's Furniture. You'll discover incredible sale prices on everything. New living room, dining room, bedroom furniture, mattress sets in every size, accessories, room rugs, outdoor furniture. Nothing's held back. Buy with up to 5-year interest-free financing and no down payment. Plus, delivery and setup are free up to 50 miles. Hurry, Discovery Days with incredible savings on everything ends Monday at 7 at Scott's Furniture in Cleveland.
On a hyped-up Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
All aboard the hype train. We're going all the way. Woo!
I heard this hype train runs an ice-cold Dr. Pepper.
And the hopes of overly optimistic fans.
Hey guys, check out my new tattoo.
We are so winning it all.
Even the national media agrees.
And they're never wrong about anything.
Oh, wait. Our quarterback got injured in practice.
Okay, everyone off the hype train.
Well, that didn't last long.
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
East Hamilton, Walker Valley, all tied at 7 as you get a look at the Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga scoreboard. 9:49 remaining second quarter. Tonight's halftime report brought to you by Ultimate Roofing. We'll have a recap of the first half of action here from Walker Valley. Plus, we'll catch up with our friends from the Tennessee Army National Guard. All that is coming up later at the half. 9:49 remaining. Clock stopped with the injury timeout. It was Kanan Mills, the left guard, that was shaken up. Let's send it downstairs to Dave Keelan for more. Dave?
Quick update on Mills. He probably got twisted up a little bit there in the pile. Came to the sidelines. He's actually just he's going to have to take a play off, obviously being injured, but he is moving on the sideline. I think it was lower leg, ankle-ish, somewhere around there. He's moving around with very little limp at all, so I think we'll probably see him back in the game here shortly.
We talked about the returning starters they had up front on this offensive line for East Hamilton, Scott. Kanan Mills is the one new guy. He's the one guy that did not start for them last year up front.
You're right. He's a junior. The rest are seniors, and as you mentioned, really returning starters. So Mills is the newbie, if you will, but he's played enough games this year. It's game number 8 on their schedule, so he's got quite experience being a first-year starter.
Well, we've been told that there was a dead ball foul during the injury timeout. The officials have gone. They've talked with both head coaches, and there does not appear to be. Does not appear to be any issues here. Third down and long for East Hamilton. Third down and 20. They got to get it across midfield to about the 42 for the first down. Pass complete. Still on his feet to the first down sticks. An outstanding grab by Zane James.
And if Braylon Beard doesn't make the stop, he is gone to the house. Did make the stop, and that will be an interesting mark. And he gets the first down. Wow, 3rd and 20.
Yeah.
They pick it up. Let's get another look at it. Nice run after contact.
Zane James, a two-way player, played only defensive back last year. This is his first time playing offense or contributing heavily as an offensive player. Primarily a defensive back last year. Haywood motions out of the backfield.
Whoa.
Goes to throw. Ball slips out of his hands. And I think it was Grayson Maddox that was able to fall on the football. It was.
It was. And what a odd-looking play, because you're right, it did just slip out of the hands of Wyatt Miller. It looked like he's going to throw a screen to his left, and the ball just kind of spins out of his hand. I mean, it wasn't any, caused by the defense or whatever, but Grayson Maddox, junior tight end, Johnny on the spot to keep the possession for East Hamilton's Canes.
Ruled as a fumble. It goes down as a loss of 3.
He's going to need to get a towel. I think a quarterback needs a good towel.
Spangler comes in motion, and it's Spangler on the end around.
Wow, another nice run.
And Ben Spangler out. He gets out close to the first down sticks. Yeah, that's enough. He got 13. And East Hamilton turned it over on their last possession. Each team has turned it over one time in this game. East Hamilton threw an interception. Walker Valley fumbled. And this is the 7th play of the drive now for the Hurricanes. Miller brings a man in motion. Here he is to throw under pressure. Hit as he releases. Drops it off. They'll call it an incomplete pass. He was dropping it off for Zane James. The pressure was coming quickly. Jack Shantz, among others there.
Diskevich was also in on it. There was 4 Mustangs. Tyler Goldman was also in there. Big pressure from that Walker Valley defense.
There's a look at Jack Shantz, number 49, a 3-year starter. Check that. That was Lane Ferris, sophomore defensive lineman. Quick throw out to the flats, complete again to James, shy of the sticks. Give him about 7, maybe 8 yards. And it brings up another third down. This time a little more third and manageable now for East Hamilton.
I don't know, with those success here earlier, maybe you want it third and longer than that. I don't know.
I'm doing the halftime. Feedback. I think so.
They have it at the Walker Valley 24-yard line. And the offense will look to the sideline for the play. Haywood in the backfield with Wyatt Miller, the quarterback. And here goes Haywood. And he'll get you the tough yardage and the first down to the 20-yard line as they enter the Dr. Pepper maroon zone.
Caleb Jackson on the stop, but as you mentioned, that was a nice push from the offensive line. Just a nice run by Haywood to pick up some great yardage and get that first down. CHI Memorial first down. Right on the door of the Dr. Pepper maroon zone.
It is a region matchup tonight. Two teams out of Region 4-5A. And East Hamilton sitting at the top of that region currently as Haywood now motions out of the backfield. Here's Miller. Little indecision. He gets caught from behind and dumped for a loss.
Dumped by Troy Diskevich, the senior defensive end, who Coach Drew Aikens says, man, he's the most dynamic guy out there. He is really a playmaker. You'll be calling his name a lot, and we have already. Yep. Also a wrestler for Walker Valley's wrestling program.
Loss of a yard, back to the 21-yard line. And it's second down and 11. Miller, the draw, straight ahead. And Miller will get inside the 15-yard line. He'll go to the 12, and it sets up now a third down. 12th play of this drive coming up, by the way, for East Hamilton.
We're going to have a penalty. It looked like Keenan Mills blocked Diskevich in the back as the quarterback was running around him. That's hold, blocking the back, whatever you want to call it. It was pretty obvious.
East Hamilton, next week they have the bye, and then they face Sevier County the week after. If they can win tonight, it would set up a final week showdown with Ray County. You lose tonight, and Quake, as you mentioned, everything is up for grabs with a couple of teams on the rollout now. Miller throwing complete. Haywood at the 10 on his feet.
They're trying to strip him.
About the 7-yard line before they finally push him out of bounds, and a penalty flag comes out.
Tyler Goldman ends up with the football, but boy, that was a nice run after the catch for Jaden Haywood.
And we'll see what the... Okay, so we're going to get a late hit after the first down. That will go against the East Hamilton offense. So it's a late hit out of bounds against the East Hamilton offense after the play. Midway through the second quarter, East Hamilton, Walker Valley tied at 7. As we have come and grown accustomed to this year, Scott, we know when we roll up in town, it's going to be a defensive slugfest. And
boy, that's bad.
After a quick start, this one has come to a grinding halt offensively.
Personal foul. Right. First down.
Yeah, I mean, other than the Baylor offense last week, and I'm not sure the 85 Bears could have slowed that down.
I thought they had Walter Payton running the ball last week. Man. My goodness. By the way, did you see the offers that came in for
in
David
6
Gabriel
days.
Georges?
In 6 days. I mean, that was unbelievable. About 7, 8 major offers.
Yeah.
Like Tennessee was one.
Right.
Alabama was one.
That's what happens when you play on Friday Night Rivals on the CW.
That's it, kids. Line up.
And the give again goes to Haywood. If it were that easy, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
It's going to be the 14th play of this drive for East Hamilton. I mean, they have snapped it a lot.
Shoot, a ton of clock, too. We're under 6 minutes in the second quarter.
Yeah. Heathington in the backfield with Miller, and it's Miller on the keeper now. Miller fighting to the 10-yard line, and again, he is stuffed. And he's going to be right around the sticks. This will completely dependent upon the spot as to whether or not he gets a first down.
Again, great job on the zone read where he put it in Jermaine Heathington's belly and then takes it away at the last second, takes off, and Wyatt Miller picks up that first down.
From the 12-yard line, East Hamilton inside the Dr. Pepper maroon zone. It feels like they have they've run about 10 plays tonight from inside the 20. They just keep bouncing back out of it due to penalties. And Miller dropped it that time. Pulled it out of the belly of Heathington,
yeah.
and then
Heathington thought he was supposed to take it. A little bit of miscommunication, but you know we've all seen that happen at any collegiate level too, where quarterback's trying to make a decision, but you got to make it a little bit quicker than what happened on that play. They're fortunate to get the ball back. Only a loss of 1, but just as you said, 3 steps forward, 3 steps back.
Here comes Haywood. Haywood inside the 10. And another flag has been thrown.
My goodness. Caleb Jackson on the tackle there.
Well, let's see what the officials decide here. That was thrown in the vicinity of a hold. East Hamilton backing up. This will be against the Canes.
Holding. Right. Second up.
Well, that is a costly penalty. That is of the 10-yard variety. Football will go back to the 22 now. So they're back out of the Dr. Pepper maroon zone. And we've got a timeout that's asked for by Walker Valley. So each team with 2 timeouts remaining for the final 4:15 of this first half. In a 7-7 game. A couple of teams from Region 4-5A doing battle tonight at Walker Valley. Dr. Pepper Friday Night Rivals presented by Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga returns right after this.
Who you gonna call when your trees get too tall? Big Woody's. When it comes to trees, Big Woody's aims to please. We're experienced and equipped for 24-hour tree removal, stump grinding, trimming, and land excavation. Visit BigWoodiesTreeService.com or give us a call at 423-510-WOOD. Just call our number and we'll remove the lumber. That's 423-510-WOOD. Big Woody's.
After the game, be sure to get the latest scores and all the highlights from around the area tonight on the Sideline Spotlight. We'll talk about the SEC as well. A good slate of games in college football tomorrow. 10:30 tonight, streaming on Fox Chattanooga's Facebook page. You can watch it at 11 on News Channel 9.
If you don't have multiple TVs at 7:30 tomorrow night, you're just gonna miss something.
Oh, you better have multiple TVs. You better have a laptop going, a tablet going.
There's some serious football tomorrow
Maybe your
night.
phone.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to bring it tomorrow. 4:15 remaining in the first half. 7-7 our score. Each team with a turnover in this first half. Each team with a big touchdown run. East Hamilton's covered 46 yards. Walker Valley's covered 65. And here's East Hamilton now from the Mustang 23-yard line on a second down and long. Penalties, a problem for the Hurricanes. Miller throwing for the end zone. Got a man, and he overshot him. Incomplete. Going for Haywood.
Well defended by Jerry Pugh. Cornerback on Haywood. You mentioned with the penalties and the in the red zone or maroon zone. Here's another look at it.
Scott, this snap will be the 18th of this drive.
Wow. Wow. And East Hamilton just playing hokey pokey with our maroon, Dr. Pepper maroon zone.
Yeah, you're right.
Left foot in and the right foot out and all that other stuff, however it goes.
I was hoping you'd give a little demonstration of that.
You got to shake it all about from what I hear.
It's not easy at your age, pal. Here's Miller on the keeper. And Miller back inside the Dr. Pepper maroon zone. He gets to about the 15. Well, here comes Spencer Payne now to attempt the field goal. 19th play of the drive for East Hamilton, and it's a field goal attempt of 33 from the right hash for Spencer Payne. And Payne's kick, he's got the distance, and it is good.
Powerful leg.
Spencer Payne from 33 yards out. And East Hamilton jumps back in front. It's 10-7 with 3:29 to go in the second quarter. I want to take this opportunity and say a special thank you to our sponsors, all the folks that make Friday Night Rivals possible here. Take a minute and say thank you to a few, like our good friends at Dr. Pepper, Scott's Furniture, Big Woody's Tree Service, CHI Memorial, Food City, Shrunk 3D, and the Tennessee Army National Guard. Just a few of the folks that make Dr. Pepper Friday Night Rivals, presented by Village Volkswagen, possible here on the CW Chattanooga. Able to bring you games like this one. Aaron Nance and his Hurricanes with a 10-7 lead. Walker Valley set to get the ball. Last possession for the Mustangs. They ran 6 plays and turned it over on a fumble. Payne to kick it off. And he will hang it up high. It'll go out of bounds. Out comes the penalty flag. Walker Valley will have good starting field position here.
What did you say, 19 plays on that last drive?
Well, the 19th play was a field goal. Yeah.
So 19 plays to get 3 points. But if you're East Hamilton, you're happy with the 3.
Free kick out of bounds. On the kicking team. First down.
So Walker Valley starts after the penalty at their own 35-yard line. Dosen Stum playing quarterback. Back from an injury. This is the first time he's been on the field now in a couple of weeks for the Mustangs. Threw for 700 yards in the first 5 games. And here he is handing off to Javen Hall, and Hall finds room. Hall on his feet at midfield, and he's finally wrestled down at the 48-yard line.
Xavier Morton, also Andrew Wright hustling back to stop that. But boy, that was a nice run by Javen Hall. He found a hole, and you'll see him here. He finds kind of a hole, kicks it out to the left side. Like I said, Xavier Morton's trying to grab anything he can.
East Hamilton's going to ask for a timeout. Walker Valley was ready to kick this thing into overdrive. They were lined up and ready to snap it. I'm not sure East Hamilton was ready at that point and the Canes had to burn the timeout because Walker Valley was about to go tempo.
Yeah, Drew Akins, and they got a little bit of that tempo action game, so you saw that, and why not pounce on them at this point? You mentioned 3:12 to play in the half, so put some pressure on that defense and make sure that they've got the right personnel in there and lined up correctly.
Really had a good time this week with both of these head coaches. Always enjoy when we get a chance to spend time with Drew Akins and Aaron Nance at East Hamilton. Just two really good guys that really love to sell their programs and talk about their kids.
Yeah, I was about to say, and the kids. They're always talking about the kids, promoting them, uplifting them, and making sure that they get all the credit and, you know, get the folks that are due that credit, the credit they deserve. So always good, two really good young coaches in our area that are doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, just two guys that really get it. Stum again will hand it off, and here comes Hall. Gets to the corner with a stiff arm, and he's pushed out of bounds. Tried the stiff arm on Jaden Haywood, and Haywood able to angle him out of bounds.
Haywood to run him out of bounds, and that stops the clock with 3:04.
And again, here comes Walker Valley quickly back to the line.
Yes, sir.
And here he comes again. Hall finds a hole to the 30 and a first down.
Ridden down by Morton. Once again, though, huge gain for Javen Hall.
Drew Akins told us that we had some concerns at running back in the spring. And Javen Hall, since spring practice, has been the guy that has really stepped up. And we've got a timeout again that's asked for by East Hamilton, and now the Hurricanes are out of timeouts. I think the tempo may be giving this East Hamilton defense a little bit of issue.
I think you're right. You know, going back to Javen Hall, 76 carries for 514 yards, 5 TDs on the ground this year, but that is just right about 7 yards per carry. So I believe Coach Akins has found his running back in number 7, junior Javen Hall.
Tell you what I like about both of these guys, both Javen Hall and on the other side, Jaden Haywood. You're talking about two guys that outstanding runners, but the dimension they bring with the ability to catch the football, which I think often, a lot of times in high school, you can find a kid that can do one of those two things.
Right.
You can't always find the kids that can do both, and that's what both of these backs bring to their respective teams.
And to add what you're saying, I think they both have a level of patience, too, to let the blocks work, let the blocks open up, and, you know, don't just run into the back of an offensive lineman. Just make sure that the timing's right when it opens up to hit that hole and do it right. They both have that trait as well.
That's what Coach Nance told us about Haywood. Here is the Wildcat with Yulo, and that is snuffed out quickly by the middle of that East Hamilton defensive line.
We'll get another look at it here. Yulo, like you said, getting the straight snap, kind of fakes it to Hall and then takes it up the middle for a little bit of a gain.
Stum is back in, and he will hand off. It's Hall, and Hall wrestled down inside the 30-yard line.
Big C.J. Drake trying to put his big paw around his shoulder pads and bring him to the turf.
Drake, a guy that played both ways a season ago at East Hamilton, and they have kind of made him more of a defensive player this year, kind of giving him a little bit of a breather offensively. And the hard snap count, we've seen it work before tonight for Walker Valley, and the Mustangs executed again.
Makes it a little bit.
Private snap, encroachment, defense.
Makes it a little bit more manageable. 3rd down, 3rd and 4, as opposed to the 3rd and 9 prior to the penalty.
Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. East Hamilton with a 10-7 lead. Canes with a 19-play drive. Last time they had the football resulted in a 32-yard field goal. Here's Yulo. Gets a block. Yulo. One shoot top tackle away from being gone, and he is brought down at around the 15-yard line. It was Ladero Jenkins that tripped him up. If not for Jenkins, look at the green grass here for Yulo.
Look at that explosiveness through the hole, too. That was a nice run by Yulo. Roman Yulo Jr. A lot of football in front of him.
And Ulo again getting tackled as he works towards the 10-yard line. And C.J. Drake again on the stop. Clock approaching a minute to go. Remember, East Hamilton got the ball to start this game, so it would be Walker Valley's ball to begin the third quarter. So, Scott, we talk about it all the time. You get that late score in the first half, and then you come back and you get the football to begin the third quarter.
The old double dip.
Dosen.
But that can be really a game changer, too. Those 2 possessions back to back.
That's Javen Hall and Roman Ulo. Dosen Stum not on the field right now, and Walker Valley with a timeout. That is the second timeout of this first half for the Mustangs with 39 seconds left. Aaron Nance will motion for his defense to come over. Coach Nance told us this week his focus is on the offense. He said, I stay out of the defensive game plan, but these defensive linemen that we've talked about tonight, like C.J. Drake and others, Coach Nance is their position coach.
Right.
He does want to work with the defensive line, but he said, I don't really get into too much of the X's and O's. He's got, both of these guys have great staffs. There's a lot of coaching experience over at East Hamilton. A lot of guys, including Carter Cardwell, our old friend, who came and said hello to us tonight before the game.
Just right out of the screen there, had the white jacket on, Gerald Jones. 15 years at East Hamilton. He's a guy that a lot of folks know when it comes to high school football in our Chattanooga area, and he just is a tremendous defensive coordinator. East Hamilton, and Aaron Nance is lucky to have him. Mustangs inside the Dr. Pepper maroon zone.
Stum at quarterback. Hall behind him. And here's Stum looking to throw. Has a man in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Ulo.
Roman Ulo.
And that's just well designed. The Chattanooga Dental Care touchdown. But you get Ulo across the middle there. You'll see another look at it. And, I mean, Stum looked at him the whole way, and that's fine. Especially when you got a guy as athletic as Ulo, goes up in with a little bit of defender on him and is able to make the touchdown catch.
34 seconds to go in the first half. Ulo will also be the holder on the extra point attempt for Noah Campbell. And it is a 14-10 lead. Walker Valley. A 65-yard drive. Took them 8 plays. Ulo pulling in the pass from Dosen Stum. Good look at it on the Dr. Pepper replay. Nice job by that offensive line. They gave Stum pressure. And how about Ulo, Scott? Just kind of boxing out that DB where he was the guy that was in position. He used his body to shield the defender away.
He did. Good call there. Zane James was the defender, and he really had no chance with Ulo's size and length. But again, used that body to box him out, almost like getting a rebound in basketball.
Well, let's see what East Hamilton chooses to do. We've talked about it off and on through this first half. The Canes have been a team that has not chosen to throw the football a ton this year. Now, we have seen them take some shots in this first half, but with 34 seconds left, we'll see what the game plan is for the Hurricanes. Walker Valley will get the ball to start the second half after our Ultimate Roofing halftime report. That's coming up in about 34 seconds. We got this Food City kickoff coming. Noah Campbell. He'll put it up high. The return from the 20-yard line. It's Haywood. Haywood to the 30 and the 35, and he's rolled down just shy of the 40-yard line.
Yep, Spencer McCooch on the tackle there on special teams. Pretty good field position. Interesting to see, as you mentioned, what East Hamilton wants to do here. Maybe some sort of misdirection, or do they just go and take the snap and throw it straight down the field? We'll see. 25 seconds to play in this first half.
right at the 40-yard line for East Hamilton.
And East Hamilton out of timeouts too, so.
Baylor Anderson split out wide to the left side. He's at the bottom of your screen. Here's Miller to throw. Going deep, right sideline, and incomplete. Was aiming for Haywood.
Well defended again. Jerry Pugh, we've called his name a couple of times. Played great defense on that play. There's Pugh, 21, senior. As I said earlier, Coach Aikens called him Mr. Reliable. They said they had to kind of find his role. He was a wide receiver, but now playing a lot of cornerback and looked good on that play.
Miller on second down. He'll hand it off. Heathington. .11 seconds remaining as Heathington chased out of bounds. So with 11 seconds to go, East Hamilton with time to get 2 more plays off. And it's Haywood to the right side. Haywood has the first down. And he's rolled out of bounds across midfield. It was Lane Ferris that made the stop. And the clock stops with 3.9 seconds left.
One play. What do you have? What do you have in the old bag of tricks? Or maybe you just put Haywood or one of those speedy guys on the outside, just try and throw it up again like you did on first down.
Heathington in the backfield, and they hand it to him. Heathington straight ahead. He gets to the 45-yard line. And that is the way the first half comes to a close. It is a 14-10 lead for Walker Valley. Dave Keelan is down on the field trying to catch up with the head coach of the Walker Valley Mustangs. Here's Dave Keelan with Drew Aikens. Dave?
No, we got you. So, Coach, back and forth there early to start, back and forth, both scored. Finally able to put one of the ends on there, take the lead at the half. Tell me what clicked in that last drive?
We didn't shoot ourselves in the foot with penalties. I think both drives that we didn't score a point on is we had a holding call and we had a block in the back, and both were right calls. So we've got to make sure we don't shoot ourselves in the foot. We're moving the ball really well, but we can't keep shooting ourselves in the foot and putting ourselves in long down and distances.
What do you got to do adjustment-wise second half? Just execute?
Got to get aligned on defense. Our defensive alignment right now is getting us beat. We're getting pinned by number 2 receivers and not getting lined up, and we're having receivers running scot-free. So we've been honestly kind of lucky to not give up more points than we've given up. But we got to get them in long down and distances, and when we get them in those long down and distances, we got to get off the field. So that's going to be the major message at halftime is get off the field on third down.
Good luck second half.
Thank you.
Coach Drew Aiken, guys.
Tonight's halftime report brought to you by Ultimate Roofing. That is coming up next. We'll hear more from Dave Keelan. He'll have a special guest down on the sideline. Plus, we'll get a look at all of the first half action. You're watching Dr. Pepper Friday Night Rivals presented by Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga. We'll return to Walker Valley right after.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Dungeons are the worst thing in the world to me.
So Tina Marie
came to us, had not been wearing dentures for an incredibly long period of time, but long enough to know she hated it. Couldn't taste her food, constantly gagging, getting stuff under it. In one visit, we were able to place her implants and do a fixed full arch on her upper, and it's been a complete game changer for her.
I don't have to get fillings. It doesn't hurt. I don't get cavities. I'm ecstatic. I'm really happy.
There's no better place to drive a brand new Volkswagen than Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga. Your factory direct outlet for cars built in Chattanooga by Chattanooga. Village Volkswagen's no hassle financing and competitive prices make it easy to drive the Volkswagen of your dreams. Visit villagevw.com to view our new and pre-owned inventory. Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga, your hometown factory direct dealer.
At Chattanooga Closet Company, we're grateful we've had the opportunity to serve the community since 1998 and to come into your home, to assess your needs, and to fulfill your hopes and dreams for your storage spaces. Is it time to organize your next project? Chattanooga Closet's main goal is to make the process seamless. An expert designer will come to your home, followed by a showroom visit to review your designs and choose your finishes and accessories. Chattanooga Closet Company, providing functional, organized storage spaces. It's life made easy.
Welcome to our Ultimate Roofing Halftime Report. Chris Goforth alongside Scott McMahon. Dave Keelan's down on the field. We'll check in with Dave here in just a minute. We're excited this season to have Dr. Pepper with us as our title sponsor. Dr. Pepper committed to giving each homeschool $500 this season for letting us broadcast these games. Plus, if you're in the stands, you just might get some Dr. Pepper swag to take home. Also glad to have our friends from Shrunk 3D with us this year as well. What a cool thing this is. Let's send it downstairs to Dave Keelan. He's standing by with Carter Cochran from Shrunk 3D to tell us more about it. Dave?
That's right, Shrunk 3D. They are our post-game sponsor all season long. And joining me now is Carter Cochran, as he's been here all season long. And Carter, each week you keep bringing really cool stuff. Tell us a little. Now, this right here, this is an actual Shrunk 3D franchise owner in Knoxville, right?
Yeah, that's correct. And this one right here is one that is that I've done at another Comic-Con. But wanted to say that I'll be at Chattanooga Comic-Con this year, so we'll talk a little bit nerdy tonight. October 26th to 27th, we'll be out there at Comic-Con.
Cool. So come down. Definitely Comic-Con. It's one of those things where everybody kind of dresses up. You could even go as like Chris Goforth or Scott McMahon. Come down there dressed as them. Jump in the Shrunk 3D booth. Carter will take that and tell us the process again, how this all goes to play.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a mobile 3D scanning booth. It has 95 cameras and 8 3D projectors that take 190 photos of you in 360 degrees, all angles. Then that is sent to a designer. A professional graphic designer stitches all those photos together and turns that into the 3D file. It gets printed. That whole process takes about 3 to 4 weeks from the scan to the shipment.
It literally takes longer for you to walk into the photo booth than it does to take the pictures. I've seen this take place. You walk in, you stand still, and it's boom. It's that quick.
Oh, yeah, right away. It takes all those photos in 3 seconds. So
very cool, very cool. Carter, thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for being a part of Friday Night Rivals this year. We can't do it without great sponsors like you. Keep putting this stuff out, man. And every week it's something new. You keep showing us some really cool stuff, and thank you for being a part of this.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Carter Cochran of Shrunk 3D. Let's go ahead, send it out to Chris, who's standing by with the National Guard.
Halftime on Friday Night Rivals gives us an opportunity to chat with our friends at the Tennessee Army National Guard. Joined again this week by Sergeant Bass. Sergeant, always great to see you, and good we get a chance to catch up for a little bit. Tell us a little bit about what makes the Tennessee Army National Guard different from other branches of the military.
So what makes the National Guard different from other branches is that we serve a dual purpose. So not only do we serve federally, but we also serve statewide. meaning that you're locally involved in your communities, you're out there, you're helping your friends and neighbors.
You guys do so much in the community. The Tennessee Army National Guard always out in the community, especially in times of emergency, but community involvement really important to you guys.
Yes, it really is. It just shows us how thankful we are, and it allows us to give back to everyone.
A little bit about some of the jobs you can do if you're a member of the Tennessee Army National Guard.
We have over 150 career opportunities, anywhere between mechanics, engineering, cybersecurity, and anything you can really think of.
Sergeant, appreciate the time and thank you for your service. Sergeant Bass with us here at the half on Friday Night Rivals. Dr. Pepper Friday Night Rivals presented by Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga. Walker Valley with a 14-10 lead over East Hamilton. Don't go too far. Dave Keelan is on the lot at Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga. All that and more is coming up on our Ultimate Roofing halftime report. But first, it's just mid-October. We've already talked about playoff seeding tonight, and it is coming quick. We've got championship games. It's the Blue Cross Bowl happening right here in Chattanooga. You can catch all 3 days of action on our sister station, My Network TV. It starts December the 5th. The Blue Cross Bowl with 3 games Thursday, 3 games Friday, 3 games Saturday. They will all be played at Finley Stadium, and if you can't make it out, you can catch it all on My Network TV. Dave Keelan is at Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga. We'll get to that when we return. It's Dr. Pepper Friday Night Rivals presented by Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga. Walker Valley with a 14-10 lead over East Hamilton. We'll return right after this.
The greatest meal deal for your buck? Hardee's Original Bag. Just $5.99. Loaded with your choice of 2 full-size favorites, plus fries and a drink. All for just $5.99. Hardee's. Goodness in the making.
Who you gonna call when your trees get too tall? Big Woody's. When it comes to trees, Big Woody's aims to please. We're experienced and equipped for 24-hour tree removal, stump grinding, trimming, and land excavation. Visit BigWoodiesTreeService.com or give us a call at 423-510-WOOD. Just call our number and we'll remove the lumber. That's 423-510-WOOD. Big Woody's.
Wherever you go, no, you're not alone. Just call my name, I'll be your home. Whatever you feel, I wanna feel it too. I'll always be right here with you. Always be right here with you.
At Massey & Associates, customer service has always been a top priority. Check out our stellar reviews on Google and read what others are saying about us. If you've been in an accident, give us a call. Massey & Associates, you gotta get Gary.
I'm Piper Stromat. I'm proud to introduce to you Piper's Picks, a collection of decorative lighting I've curated with Progress Lighting. You'll find the Piper's Picks collection exclusively at Wholesale Supply. View the latest lighting trends in a showroom near you.
Every morning in hardworking America, Hardee's biscuit makers rise to bake our original made-from-scratch biscuits. And now, mix and match 2 handcrafted breakfast biscuits, just $5. Find the best deals on the Hardee's app.
We're back here on Dr. Pepper Friday Night Rivals presented by Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga. And again, we're just right across the way at Audi of Chattanooga, right next to Village Volkswagen. And joining me is the guy he bounces between both places. He's the general manager of both, Shannon Harris. Shannon, we appreciate you being a part of Friday Night Rivals. Just tell us a little bit about it. What's it meant to be a part of Friday Night Rivals this year?
I'm telling you right now, it's been a great opportunity for us to be involved in the community, involved with Friday Night Rivals. It's been a great time with us.
Well, we certainly do appreciate you being a part of this, and always great deals. You've got a lot of great deals going on right now. Inventory. I see a few beads of sweat coming up there. Mm-hmm. Is this the most inventory you've ever had out here? And what do you got to do to move all this stuff?
You know, I've really fought to get more inventory for the Chattanooga community here at Audi. And now, where we were starting with 20 cars on the ground, we have over 80 cars on the ground right now, new inventory. I mean, we're discounting on 10 grand on Q5s, 10 grand on Q7s. Just come on by. The deals are great. We finally have inventory. You've got to drive one of these things.
So you've asked for this. It's one of those things, you know, probably by the end of the month, you're like, I wonder what I've done. But you know what? Shannon's making great deals. Tell us about some of the incentives you got for the month of October here with Audi.
October means Oktoberfest, like I was saying, 10 grand off the 25 Q7, 10 grand off the 2024 Q5s, and the best deal of them all, $15,000 off a Q5 hybrid if you decide to lease it. Great deals. Great deals as always here at Audi of Chattanooga and Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga across the way. Come in, ask for Shannon. He'll hook you up. He's definitely got to make deals because he's got to get rid of some of this inventory. Shannon, we appreciate you. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Come on out. Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga, Audi of Chattanooga. Stick around. There's plenty more Friday Night Rivals coming your way after this.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. Try the all-new Double Sonic Smasher and at a half-price drink in the app.
On a hyped-up Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
All aboard the hype train! We're going all the way! Woo! I heard this hype train runs an ice-cold Dr. Pepper.
And the hopes of overly optimistic fans. Hey guys, check out my new tattoo. We are so winning it all! Even the national media agrees.
And they're never wrong about anything.
Oh wait, our quarterback got injured in practice.
Okay, everyone off the hype train.
Well, that didn't last long.
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
Has your smile seen better days? Reclaim your confidence with a full mouth restoration. Full mouth restoration replaces your existing teeth with a brand new permanent set that both look and feel like your natural teeth, giving you the smile you deserve.
It doesn't matter how old you are. You owe it to yourself to take care of yourself, to invest in yourself, and be the best version of yourself you can possibly be.
Book an appointment today at SmileRevolutionImplantCenter.com.
There's no better place to drive a brand new Volkswagen than Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga. Your factory direct outlet for cars built in Chattanooga by Chattanooga. Village Volkswagen's no hassle financing and competitive prices make it easy to drive the Volkswagen of your dreams. Visit villagevw.com to view our new and pre-owned inventory. Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga, your hometown factory direct dealer.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Save money every day with the Fun 99 menu. Treat yourself with the new cream slushes for $1.99 each. Grab a power lunch for under $6 or feed a whole family for under $20. Save how you want with the Sonic $1.99 menu. Live free, eat Sonic.
Walker Valley with a 14-10 lead over East Hamilton. Dr. Pepper Friday Night Rivals presented by Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga. You see our Dr. Pepper scoreboard. Walker Valley with the advantage over the Canes. Let's take a look at how we got here. First half highlights from this game as East Hamilton got the ball to begin the game. They wasted no time. It was a 6-play drive capped off right here. The quarterback, Wyatt Miller, watch him sprint. He would take it 46 yards for the score. 8:39 to go first quarter. East Hamilton in front, 7-0. Walker Valley coming right back, though. Tate Roundtree, some tough running after the catch. And then it would be Roman Yulo. And watch Yulo. How about 65 yards? And we're tied at 7. 5:45 to go in the first quarter. Now, final play of the first quarter, East Hamilton would throw the interception as the pass gets picked off by Spencer McCooch, and then on the ensuing possession, Walker Valley would turn it over, and East Hamilton would go to work. They would put together a long drive. It would end up being 19 plays, and they would have to settle for the 33-yard field goal from Spencer Payne. And with 3:29 to go in the second quarter, it was at that point, it was 10-7, and then Walker Valley coming right back down the field. Look at Stum, his first game back from injury, throwing for Roman Yulo in the end zone, and that would put the Hurricanes in front and make it 14-10 with just 34 seconds remaining in the first half. Walker Valley will get the football to begin the third quarter of play. Stick around after the game tonight. We've got a full hour of Whose Line Is It Anyway, followed by Joan. That's tonight following our action here at Walker Valley. And then, of course, you'll want to stick around this weekend on our family of stations. We have got a full slate of college football coming your way on News Channel 9 tomorrow at noon. It's South Carolina and Alabama as the Tide will look to avenge the loss. And, well, there you see a full slate of games. There it is again. Texas, Oklahoma. Little Red River shootout. I still call it the shootout. That may not be politically correct anymore. Ole Miss and LSU, and over on Fox Chattanooga, 3 games, including the late kickoff between Iowa State and West Virginia. Georgia Tech, the Ramblin' Wreck, headed to North Carolina over on the CW. That is a noon kickoff tomorrow as well. NFL doubleheader coming up on Sunday. Couple of NFC South showdowns. Tampa Bay in New Orleans, and the Atlanta Falcons head to Carolina to take on the Panthers. That game kicks off at 4:25 from downtown Charlotte. We've got more Friday Night Rivals coming your way as well. Next week, we will head to Heritage as they host Lafayette. We'll have all the action coming up here Friday night on the CW Chattanooga. We'll start it at 7 o'clock. Don't forget, you can always stream the game right here on ChattanoogaCW.com. Lafayette and Heritage next Friday night here on the CW. That's going to wrap it up for the Ultimate Roofing Halftime Report. We've got the second half kickoff coming up, but first, let's get a look at some action from around the country. This is Dr. Pepper Friday Night Rivals presented by Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga on the CW.
The best Thursday Night Lights and Friday Night Rivals highlights from across the country.
Gonna throw it, little fade, caught, touchdown! Xavier Smith. He goes right over the defender and makes a play. What do they call that? You got mossed?
Wants to hold. They give it to Sheptak. He's flush, but he's got a lot of speed. Can he get the corner? He dives, and he is in. Forced touchdown by Bo Sheptak, diving into the end zone, and Danville takes back the lead.
Yep, they send it backer. Complete to Rios. He'll get the first down and more. Trying to hurdle a guy who was go down at the 31-yard line.
Burkus hit as he's throwing. Ball tipped and intercepted. Excellent job defensively by Eric Iosencio, the sophomore.
This young man coming out to the field right now is Jackson Maynard. He is suffering from Duchenne's syndrome. His family has established the Little Hercules Foundation, which is something that helps the young man and raises awareness for what he is battling all across the country. And there he has the football, and Jackson Maynard is heading towards the end zone tonight. And a very special touchdown. A lot of points will be scored during the season in games, but none bigger than that one right there. Touchdown, Jackson Maynard.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of Unsportsmanlike, Greeny, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
Driving the Nissan Rogue with Google built in is like...
Hey Google, turn on Rocky's Food.
It's like the ultimate connection. See why it's been awarded a Consumer Guide Best Buy and recommended by Consumer Reports. Drive the Nissan Rogue today.
Now get up to $1,250 customer cash on Rogue, one of 6 Nissan vehicles with starting MSRP under $30,000.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm, For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Standard photos fall flat. Instead, get Shrunk 3D. Experience the future of keepsakes. Versatile, unique 3D replicas for all occasions. Our figures bring your memories to life with stunning realism. Get your own 3D replica and preserve your memory forever. Go to shrunk3d.com/Chattanooga today.
Ready to get the third quarter underway. Walker Valley with a 14-10 lead over East Hamilton. Mustangs will get the ball as the third quarter begins. Dave Keelan standing by down on the field. He is with East Hamilton head coach Aaron Nance. Dave?
Coach Nance, what did you tell your team at the half?
We got to clean up some of our own mistakes. We killed ourselves with penalties in the first half, especially on offense. Had a chance to go score there before the end of the half and had several penalties that put us behind the chain. So get out of our own way. We got some stuff to fix on defense because they're doing some stuff formationally that we had to make some adjustments to. So, we've been in this spot before. I told our kids, we were 14-0 at half versus McMinn a couple of weeks ago. So we've been in this spot before. It's time to not look at the scoreboard and just keep fighting.
You got to feel pretty good. That last drive, it just kind of stalled out down here in the red zone, giving you a striking distance. Still within 4, you got a good shot at this.
Absolutely. We just got to play well, stay penalty-free, play a clean second half. So that's what we're looking for.
Good luck second half.
Thank you.
Coach Aaron Nance, guys, back to you.
Thanks, Dave. Scott, we got to call Coach. Look, we need one of those hats, man. That is a sharp-looking. That's a sharp-looking hat he's wearing.
And I can't believe I've lived long enough to see that rope look come back in style.
It's back.
Right? Yeah,
it's back.
I told my son, I was like, in 1981, that was big right
that
there.
Was big. That was big. That was big. You probably got a Steelers hat somewhere.
I guarantee you
still
somewhere.
Got that somewhere, right?
Yep.
Or maybe a Pirates hat. Oh, Dave, it's got to be Chattanooga Chew, man.
That's right,
Come
baby.
on. It's got to be Chattanooga Chew. All right, time for our Food City kickoff. There's a look at Aaron Nance and his sharp-looking Canes hat.
Yeah, like I said, my son was like, I really love that rope look. I'm like, oh, that's not the first time it's been popular.
Oh. Boy, that was...
Cheers to being born in 1999 like he was.
You get your old Sports Illustrated come in the mail, and you'd go to that page where they had the ads where you could buy all the jerseys and hats, and yeah, that was...
I know I had a Florida State hat like that, believe it or not.
That's good of you to admit that this season.
It really is. I'm the only one.
I wouldn't think most people would own up to that.
That was
like
back when they had Casey Weldon. That's how old that was.
Okay. All right. Spencer Payne waiting for the okay from the official to get us started with our Food City kickoff. Walker Valley scored with 34 seconds left in the first half now. They'll get it to start things here in the third quarter. And this on the return will be Spencer McCooch. And McCooch makes the wide turn out across the 20, delivers a little blow with the shoulder.
And there goes the monitor on Walker Valley sideline. Woo! That was a shot into some technology there.
Well, they'll scramble, get the TV set back up. That was Dave Keelan was trying to watch Netflix on it earlier, so I don't know how Keelan's going to spend the third quarter with his Netflix being knocked out. Here comes Hall. And Javen Hall gets out to about the 30-yard line and a gain of 5 on first down. Dosen Stum, he is the quarterback for Walker Valley. This is his first game back from an injury. First 5 games this year, he threw for 700 yards. And, Scott, he has had to sit the last 2 weeks with that injury. Coach Drew Akins told us this week, he said, I hope he's ready. We're not going to rush him back. We've got to know that he is going to be good to go before we put him back in the game. Here comes Hall again, slips through an arm tackle. And finally gets dumped down. It was Ben Spangler.
Kanan Mills on the stop, 77, along with a couple other Canes. And as you heard, a Mustangs first down. We talk about it all the time, the double dip where they scored right before the half. You get the football in the second half. You get a chance to put 2 scores on them quickly.
Hall.
CHI Memorial first down.
Hall to about the 38.
Love Hall's vision. As we said, just patient, kind of waiting for things to open up. Even if it's on something, you know, where he got 3 yards, it was still, sometimes when you run right in there at them, then they push you back and you don't gain anything. But he was smart enough to just pick up the 3 that he could get and move to the next play.
Stum with that hard snap count. East Hamilton doesn't budge this time. Now he looks to the sideline for the play. Here he is off play action now.
1 deep.
Has a man on the slant. Pass is incomplete. Hudson McCooch, the intended target.
Just a little bit behind him and kind of up high. McCooch couldn't come down with it.
Walker Valley 5-2 on the year. A win tonight would give them 6 wins and would give them, for the first time ever, would guarantee back-to-back winning seasons for this program. Again, the hard snap count on 3rd down. East Hamilton doesn't budge. Rolling to his left, throws on the run, drops it off Roundtree. Roundtree with a first down and out of bounds. Spangler there. Get him into the sideline.
Picks up the first down, though. And for Roundtree, like you said, Ben Spangler is pretty much out there one-on-one on an island. Here you go. There's Roundtree turning it up.
Well, you need a 3rd down play. Roundtree's your guy for Walker Valley. Here comes Hall. Cuts it up inside, and Hall will be dumped. Walker Valley has it at midfield. Opening drive of this 3rd quarter. Good look at Javen Hall. 5 rushing touchdowns this season, is yet to find the end zone tonight. Here he comes again, straight ahead. Again, he will just run through arm tackles.
Devin Barger with the stop. His dad's an assistant coach with East Hamilton, so he's coach's son, smart. And Coach Nance was telling us he knows the game plan by Monday morning. I mean, he's learning football from Dad, obviously, and Dad's checking out film on Sundays like most of them do.
Off play action.
A lot of time.
Stum has a man in stride. It is complete. And he has got room to run. Hudson McCooch. Walker Valley extends the lead. 47 yards.
McCooch, let's get another look at it. McCooch loves 6. And he shows you a nice little slant pass, but then a nice vision to be able to kick it out to the left sideline and all the way to the end zone. Great play by senior Hudson McCooch.
.818 remaining in the 3rd. And Walker Valley set to go up by 11. Noah Campbell on to attempt the extra point. 21-10. Walker Valley stretches out the lead. And watch the throw and the catch in stride. Hudson McCooch. And he will scoot into the end zone for the score. 21-10, Mustangs in front. East Hamilton ball when we return. Dr. Pepper Friday Night Rivals presented by Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga.
the 2024 playoffs in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Roll on this Saturday. It all goes down in Charlotte Roval, where 8 drivers will advance and 4 others see their title dreams end.
The Xfinity Series never disappoints.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs, live this Saturday from Charlotte Roval at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific on the CW.
At Chattanooga Dental Care, from the moment you're welcomed into our office, our focus is delivering excellent dental care in a comfortable and caring environment. Whether you need general or cosmetic care or advanced procedures such as dental implants, our sedation dentistry services ensure your treatment will be comfortable and stress-free. You can feel confident in your dental care when it's delivered by our expert team led by Dr. Michael Hernandez and Dr. Stephen Vandenberg. To learn more, call us at 423-499-9300 or visit us at ChattanoogaDentalCare.com.
21-10, Walker Valley in front of East Hamilton. 8:18 left to go, third quarter. Stick around. Coming up after the game, we've got the Shrunk 3D postgame report. Dave Keelan will be on the field with a winning head coach. That's Drew Aiken, his Walker Valley Mustangs, with a 21-10 lead with 8:18 left in the third. Walker Valley takes the opening kickoff. To start the half, they put together an 8-play drive. And Hudson McCooch, 47 yards on the pass.
I think it shows you the importance of what we were talking about as well, because Walker Valley scores that touchdown right before the end of the half. They get the kickoff to start the second half. So at this, at one point you had East Hamilton 10-7. Now they're down 11 points, 21-10.
Campbell hangs it up high. This will be Haywood, middle of the field at the 10-yard line. And watch Haywood.
Wow.
Look at the moves by Haywood on his feet at the 40. Haywood across midfield. He'll bring it to the 49-yard line. There's a penalty flag, though, at the 45. So hang on.
You saw that shifty sidestep that was a thing of beauty.
Looks like this is going to be coming back.
Right, 41. Touchdown right.
That's a spot of the foul penalty. So the ball will go back to the 35-yard line. That, Scott, is costly for East Hamilton. You go from having the ball starting this drive in plus territory at the 49-yard line. Now you're all the way back at your own 35. Negates a beautiful, beautiful return by Jaden Haywood.
That was a beautiful return by Haywood. Just so shifty and fast when he needs to be. I mean, he's got the entire package for being a junior.
Haywood in there on first down. He's on the right hip, and they'll hand it off to him. Bounce into the outside and tripped up at the 35. And a great shoot top tackle there by Malachi Nunez.
Malachi Nunez, senior safety, comes up to make that stop. He came in tonight with 21 plus tackles, and here you get another look at it. Just squares his body up with him. I mean, that is a nice play. He actually took the year off last year, but coach says he is a great run stopper, and Malachi Nunez showed you why coach said that about him on that play right there. One-on-one with Haywood, and he wins that battle.
Haywood is the bell cow of this Walker Valley offense. We have seen a lot of him throughout this game. Xavier Morton going wide to the, well, he's coming out. Now, late getting guy on the field was Isaiah Ivy that is checked in. They'll get Ivy lined up now. Play clock is at 17 as Wyatt Miller brings a man in motion. And here's the give. Spangler on the end around, out across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line.
Tyler Goldman on the stop.
Brings up about, it should be about third down and 3, maybe 4. They'll call it 3rd and 3 on the scoreboard. Let's go with that. By the way, we go to a lot of places over the course of the season, and for that matter, over the course of the years. They do a great job with the game presentation from the band, the scoreboard, the PA. They really make it a spectacle at Walker Valley. And let me tell you, the video board here is as good as anything you're going to see. It's another jet sweep to the near side, first down yardage, and out of bounds at midfield.
I love the concept of the band being in the end zone too. So they can take that entire bleacher and kind of own that. You got the dance team down there. Cheerleaders on the sideline, which is kind of traditional, but taking over that end zone behind the goalpost with the entire band, which, by the way, at Walker Valley is a lot of students that participate in that. It's a neat concept. They do it right.
CHI first down from midfield. Here's Miller on the RPO, and he throws it too high and incomplete. Going back to Zane James, it was James that had it on that big third down run that converted and got him the first down, the incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 now from midfield.
And James had some room if he could have, if Miller would have just hit him, to, thrown it over there to a spot where he could catch it. Had a blocker out in front of him, so that could have been successful, but just a little too high over Zane James' head to be able to do something.
Here's the give, Haywood. Look at him going airborne, trying to leap a tackler at midfield. Brought down shy of the 45-yard line. He'll be at about the 45 and a half.
Get another look at this one. Yeah, he just tries to kind of cut between the two defenders. Uses athleticism to get another yard or two.
Caleb Jackson met him in midair. Jermaine Heathington now in the backfield with Wyatt Miller, and now Heathington will sprint out to the bottom of your screen. Empty backfield on 3rd down and 6 for Miller. The quarterback draw, and he's met right in the hole. Miller met immediately and dropped down. It was the sophomore in Lane Ferris.
Lane Ferris, part of the all-hair team, we'll call him. And I like that late 80s hairband type look, but boy, he gets in the backfield quickly. Arrives in a bad mood for Wyatt Miller. Takes him straight down. Nice play by Lane Ferris, sophomore. Coach talked about him just having straight raw talent. I thought he showed it on that play.
Drew Aikens said Lane Ferris has more ability than anyone on this team at their position. That's pretty high praise when your head coach talks about you that way. Spencer Payne punts it away. On the hop. Here goes McCooch. Spencer McCooch.
McCooch with some room.
McCooch can fly. McCooch cuts it back. He may go. One man to beat. And they get him at the 10-yard line.
Grayson Maddox just kind of stringing it out there. You're right, he had one man to beat, and that was Grayson Maddox. He couldn't beat the junior, but what a return by McCooch. Man, that is impressive. Spencer McCooch, the junior, normally a running back, but obviously contributing on special teams greatly on this play.
77 yards on this return. Watch him go.
Looked like he may have just run out of a little bit of juice there at the end, but give him credit. Spencer McCooch, what a nice return on the kickoff. Or I should say punt.
Walker Valley trying to flip the scripts here. As Scott mentioned a moment ago, at one time, this was a 10-7 lead for East Hamilton. And a 21-10 lead for Walker Valley now. Mustangs take over at the Hurricane 7-yard line.
Little sideline warning on Walker Valley. They got a little excited. Can't blame them.
And here's the snap back to Yulo out of the Wildcat. Has a blocker to the corner. Touchdown.
Roman Yulo showing his athleticism. Ooh. Also 2023 all-region type player. Man, that's just an athlete getting it done. Actually made it look too easy on that play.
2 third-quarter touchdowns now for Walker Valley. Roman Yulo, his third of the night. And here comes Noah Campbell on to attempt the extra point. And it is 28-10. Walker Valley leading East Hamilton with 4:36 to go in the third quarter. And Roman Yulo finds the opening, and he's making a strong case for player of the game tonight. His third score. Mustangs in front with 4:36 remaining in the third. Dr. Pepper Friday Night Rivals presented by Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga.
Homeowners, is your roof ready for the summer storms? At Ultimate Roofing, we've got you covered. I'm Ryan Baxter. It's time to protect your home with a top quality roof from Ultimate Roofing. Our experienced and certified teams use the best materials to ensure that your roof lasts for years. We're celebrating our 25th year in business with over 5,000 happy customers. We want you to be the next one. Ultimate Roofing, protecting what matters most. Visit ultimateroofing.com.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more because we have an appointment with destiny.
Walker Valley with a 28-10 lead over East Hamilton. 4:36 remaining in this third quarter. It was a 14-10 game at the half. And Walker Valley with 2 third-quarter touchdowns to stretch this lead out. East Hamilton set to get the ball when play resumes following our Food City kickoff. Next week, we head to Heritage. We'll see the Generals and the Ramblers. We'll have all the action here Friday night on the CW Chattanooga. We'll kick it off at around 7 o'clock. Don't forget, you can always stream the game on ChattanoogaCW.com. First time we've been to Heritage in a while, Scott.
Yeah, that's a great setting for football. They do a nice job down there, and it will be a pretty good matchup. I'd say Heritage probably a little bit favored there, but E.K. Slaughter has done a really good job in that community, not just with being a football coach and all that, but just being a great ambassador of that community.
Get a chance to talk to those guys this week. Ethan Thompson in his first year as the head coach at Lafayette. Had a very successful run as the wrestling coach with the Ramblers. Here on the return, this will be Heathington. And Jermaine Heathington. It's out across the 30-yard line on the return, where it's first down and 10 now for East Hamilton. And Scott, I don't think you can put too much importance on what this drive means for East Hamilton in this game.
Oh, yeah.
You need to put something together here and get some points.
Yep, because you know they're frustrated. Walker Valley's just kind of pinning the ears back a little bit now that they've got the 18-point lead, and it's going to come down to Wyatt Miller making a play. They've keyed on Jaden Haywood all night, and Heathington has been a nice option.
Miller has to throw off his back foot, and he just throws it away. Nice catch over there by one of the assistants for East Hamilton. Miller out of that empty set. Pressure was coming.
And if you're Walker Valley's first-year defense coordinator, Kerry Henderson, you're just like, guys, if we're defensive backs, if they're going to try and throw it, we just need to make sure that they're covered like they were on that play. And not necessarily pressure the quarterback greatly, but if he has no place to throw it, and we can stop their run game a little bit, then we advantage Walker Valley, which is pretty much what's happened all night.
He'll send Haywood out of the backfield. They'll throw it to him on the screen. Bang. And Haywood wrapped up immediately for a loss back to the 25.
That is Aiden Burns, junior safety. You talk about a safety blitz type play. Look how quickly he gets back on this screen play. Haywood had no chance. And that's a nice one-on-one wrap-up by Aiden Burns, a junior.
And we've got an injured player down for East Hamilton. That may be Haywood.
It is, and that's not good. Got hit in the stomach. Maybe a little lower because kind of knocked the breath out of him a little bit, I think. You see him coming off on his own power, so that's a good sign.
That loss makes it now a 3rd down and 17 for the Canes. We talked about the importance Walker Valley scoring touchdowns on their last 3 possessions. Since fumbling the football in the second quarter, Walker Valley has ran 8 plays and scored. 8 plays and scored. 1 play and scored. All touchdowns.
It's been an impressive night for Walker Valley, and I think having Dosen Strum back is a huge boost to what the Mustangs want to do.
Here's Miller again with the screen. This time up top to the right side. Heathington sidesteps one, spins away from another, but right into the arms of a tackler. He is wrapped up quickly. Again, it's Aiden Burns.
Burns again, like you said, and Heathington made him miss. Burns kind of spins around and keeps after it. So you got to give the guy kudos. He didn't quit on the play. Ends up making the tackle.
Well, there's a look at Spencer Payne. It'll be his job now to try to flip field position. Walker Valley has 2 guys standing back across midfield at the 45-yard line. And a high snap, but we'll get some whistles. And a timeout that's asked for by Walker Valley. It looks like the Mustangs might have had too many men on the field. They have to burn the timeout. Get the punt return team right here. Walker Valley coming into today off a win over Howard, 44-6. Next week, Walker Valley takes on Pure Academy, and then they close out the regular season back in region play against McMinn County. McMinn County, a 3-4 record, but they're off to a 2-1 start heading into tonight in region play. Want to again take an opportunity and say thank you to our sponsors, the folks that make it possible for us to bring you these live and local games. Say a special thank you to our friends at Dr. Pepper, Chattanooga Dental Care, TVFCU, Ultimate Roofing, Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga, and RSW. East Hamilton beat Ottawa last week 42-7. They get the bye next week, and then they close it out at home against Sevier County, and then a road trip to Ray County that will be an important game to close out the year. McCooch picks it up.
Jeez.
Look at him. Big return last time. Here he comes again. McCooch up the middle of the field, gets across the 50-yard line. And he gets upended there.
Spangler was the one that brought him down, yeah. And that was, I mean, that just shows you the athleticism McCooch has. My goodness, that she had the punt return last time, and then it looked like on that play he might just want to kind of corral it up and take a knee and just take, be happy with not fumbling the football. And nope, that's not McCooch's mentality. He wants to move the football down the field, and he did a really good job of that in traffic.
77 yards last time he touched it. Now he sets up his Mustangs with a 1st and 10 at midfield. Dosen Stum, the quarterback, brings a man in motion. They'll hand it off to Hall. Straight ahead goes Javen Hall. Hall will pick up about 3. Running straight ahead. Scott, we'll see how this game plays out. Obviously, we've got about a little less than 15 minutes remaining. East Hamilton in danger of dropping their first region game of the season. They were 3-0 in region play coming into this one, 6-1 overall. Walker Valley at 5-2 overall, 2-1 in the region. McMinn County's 2-1 in the region, and Ray County is 1-1. We'll talk about the Golden Eagles in just a moment. Here's Hall. Some tough running to the 45 goes Hall. Sets up now 3rd down and 5.
key about that Ray County 1-1 is their 1 wins over Walker Valley.
That's true.
And that's, of course, when they lost Dawson Strum to the injury.
And they will also end up, due to a game against Howard being canceled,
right.
Ray County's going to end up playing an odd number of region games. That's, you know, if this thing comes down to the tiebreaker, I think that's the question that, you know, Aaron Nance kind of brought up to us this week is we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how this is going to work out.
Right. You rarely have a region game canceled, which is the case when Ray County was set to play at Howard, but ball on the ground.
And there is East Hamilton to fall
forward
on it. They'll call it an incomplete pass. He had McCooch coming in motion. He had Hudson McCooch coming across the formation.
I just got all excited when the football was just laying out there by itself. But, yeah, that's shuttle pass, whatever, Utah pass, whatever you want to call it. So as soon as it hits the ground, incomplete. But nice hustle by Devin Barger to get on it.
I was going to say, you weren't the only one that got excited when that ball hit the ground. 4th down. Walker Valley's going to go for it. The hard snap count now. They've been able to draw East Hamilton offsides twice. And here is Stum on the rollout. Throws too high, incomplete. And the Mustangs turn it over on downs with 1:25 left to play in the 3rd quarter.
Intended for Hudson McCooch, but McCooch just couldn't come up with it. A little high off his hands, but that will, looks like it'll bring the punting unit in for, or no, that was 4th down. So that's turnover on downs.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm still excited about that ball on the ground.
So East Hamilton gets the football back with an opportunity now, late in this 3rd quarter.
Goes without saying, you need an answer here in a big, big way.
Possessions matter at this point.
It's been 21 unanswered points that Walker Valley's put on the board.
James comes in motion. They'll give it to him on the jet sweep. And James stuck just shy of midfield. Looks like they may give him the 50-yard line. They mark him at the 50 and call it 2nd down and 5. Heathington turns the corner. 1st down yardage for Jermaine Heathington. Well, we saw Jayden Haywood get shaken up on that last series for East Hamilton. So they've turned to Jermaine Heathington, who moved to the area from Atlanta. Provided a little spark, a little bit of athleticism.
CHI Memorial 1st down for the Canes. That stop was made by Spencer McCooch, the guy that's been making all the special teams plays tonight.
And Heathington stays in.
Whoa.
Nearly picked off. And it's caught. Spangler. Touchdown.
Holy cow. What a...
Walker Valley shot in front of the pass. Thought they might have had a chance to intercept it. Instead, Spangler takes it 43 yards for the score.
And that was Michael Wood, number 3. Watch him kind of pop in, and looks like that's a pick 6, but no, it is not. Spangler catches it and takes it to the house. Talk about an answer, and answering what Coach Aaron Nance is wanting to get done. That was big time right here to send us 14 seconds away from heading to the 4th quarter, cutting into that Mustangs lead.
Spencer Payne on to attempt the extra point. Only 2 fine kickers in this game tonight. Spencer Payne pushes through the extra point, 28-17 with 14 seconds to go in the 3rd. And we've got a penalty flag that has come out, but let's get another look at this touchdown. That pass nearly picked off, but instead Spangler comes away with it, and he'll take it untouched. Well, Well, Scott, if you're Aaron Nance, the head coach at East Hamilton, I think you got what you wanted on that drive. You got points. You got it quick. The lead gets cut back to 11.
Yeah.
We're going to find out what the penalty was.
Probably more of what you needed than what you wanted, because that was huge.
Personal foul, Deuce White. That would be assist on the kickoff.
Personal foul called against East Hamilton. There you see Aaron Nance. He's seeking an explanation from the official on what the call was. Looks like he's, well, maybe not satisfied. But
I was going to say, he was asking the same thing with me. It's like, okay, personal foul, but what did he do? What was the actual foul?
so the penalty to be assessed on the kickoff.
So he's letting Taylor Smith know about it, so that may have been something that 65 did either after the play or whatever. He's still not done.
And one more thing.
And another thing.
Yeah.
Smith, one of their bigger guys, 6'5", 215, long and rangy, aggressive. Coach Nance told us he kind of has the nickname of Wild Man. Maybe that's part of it too. Didn't keep it all together like he should have, but it is a East Hamilton touchdown, as we said. 28-17 is a lot better looking if you're a Hurricanes fan going into the fourth quarter than what it was. It seemed like they were kind of stuck in the mud a little bit. Get your Food City kickoff here.
Yeah, it's going to happen from the 25-yard line. Now, Spencer McCooch has had two big returns in this second half. He took one back 77 yards. And there he is at the top of your screen, number one. And here he comes again. McCooch from inside the 20. McCooch tripped up, dives out across the 35-yard line, mark him at the 36. And that's where Walker Valley will take over. It was Josiah Heathington able to step in and make the tackle.
And I would say McCooch is number one, is on their radar as far as special teams goes at this point in time. If you notice, they flip-flopped at the very end on the kickoff, so kicker tried to kick it away from him, but it actually went straight to him because they switched.
Yeah, they're going to try to find every way possible on those returns to get the ball in the hands of Spencer McCooch.
And herein lies the balance of wanting to chew clock, but really with only an 11-point lead, you can't even be thinking about this right now. Just 7 seconds before the fourth quarter, but still a lot of football to play.
Stum will hand it off to Hall. Hall hit and wrestled down. He was brought down by Andrew Wright. And that'll be the final play of this third quarter. We go to the fourth quarter, 12 minutes remaining. Walker Valley with a 28-17 lead over East Hamilton. Back to Walker Valley, where the Mustangs and the Canes have put on a good show tonight. Dr. Pepper Friday Night Rivals presented by Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga. And we'll return after this.
Feeling blessed to be here, cause it's another day I get to chase my dream. Vision in my head never been so clear. Got a good thing going on.
At Chattanooga Closet Company, we're grateful we've had the opportunity to serve the community since 1998 and to come into your home, to assess your needs, and to fulfill your hopes and dreams for your storage spaces. Is it time to organize your next project? Chattanooga Closet's main goal is to make the process seamless An expert designer will come to your home, followed by a showroom visit to review your designs and choose your finishes and accessories. Chattanooga Closet Company, providing functional, organized storage spaces. It's life made easy.
Standard photos fall flat. Instead, get Shrunk 3D. Experience the future of keepsakes. Versatile, unique 3D replicas for all occasions. Our figures bring your memories to life with stunning realism. Get your own 3D replica and preserve your memory forever. Go to shrunk3d.com/Chattanooga today.
Ever dream of living the lake life, but thought good docks were too pricey? At Tennessee Dock Masters, dreams meet reality. Our docks start at just $54,999, and our expert crews will be on site for under 30 days. It's time to start living your lake life. Call the Masters.
We get the fourth quarter underway. Our TVFCU scoreboard has Walker Valley with a 28-17 lead over East Hamilton. Chris Goforth, Scott McMahon. Dave Keelan's down on the field. Dave will visit with the winning head coach tonight. Looking at you guys. Looking at you. 28-17 as we begin our final quarter. Walker Valley with the ball on their own end of the field. And here comes Yulo.
Oh,
he's got three. Go. Look out. Roman Yulo, number 4. Penalty flag, though. Hold on. This is coming back. That flag laying back at the inside the 40-yard line.
Jeez, at top end speed, Yulo can fly.
Boy, Moses just parted the Red Sea, didn't he?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, there was all kinds of room.
Holding. 52 B. Second down.
Oh, my goodness. Take the points off the board for Walker Valley on the hold. Well, look, if you're Drew Akins, you're coming back to that at some point in time.
Yeah.
Here. I mean, you're gonna get it back in the hands of Roman Yulo. 3 touchdowns tonight for Yulo. 2 rushing, 1 receiving. He has been as good as advertised. And here he comes again. Yulo to the outside with a stiff arm and angled out of bounds over there. They finally able to get him into the sidelines. For East Hamilton, it was LaDarrell Jenkins.
LaDarrell Jenkins, the senior linebacker, ran him out of bounds, but yeah, it wasn't exactly the same play, but they come back to Yulo, and why not?
Dosen Stum has re-entered the game, so Stum will be the quarterback here. Yulo is split out wide at the top of your screen. Hard snap count on a 3rd down and 7. Walker Valley touchdown taken off the board after the holding play. Here's the give to Hall. Hall at the 40. Hall out to the 45. He'll be about 2, maybe 3 yards shy of the first down. 30 seconds into this fourth quarter. Walker Valley with a 28-17 advantage, and we've got our Hurricane player shaken up.
That's Kanan Mills again. That's the second time he's been down on the turf.
Yeah, Mills will again get some attention from the staff. Mills, one of those offensive linemen, plays both ways. The guy that did not start last year but was kind of in the rotation. And he is the new starter along that offensive front for East Hamilton, and seeing some reps on the defensive side as well. Well, we hit November. That means it's time to start our focus towards the playoffs in November, which will culminate in the state of Tennessee with the Blue Cross Bowl being held at Finley Stadium. You can catch all the action on My Network TV December 5th, 6th, and 7th, with play beginning at 11 a.m. on Thursday, December the 5th. And you'll get the Division II games on Thursday. 1A, 3A, and 5A go at it on Friday. 2, 4, and 6A on Saturday with the Blue Cross Bowl. Crown some champions in the Scenic City.
Tremendous games last year, and just so cool to see the folks that come from out of town. You know, we selfishly like to see as many Chattanooga teams in as possible, but, you know, ultimately for Chattanooga tourism, it's about hotels and meals and all that. You know, the great experience that is coming to the Blue Cross Bowl, because that's what it is. I mean, you have reaction and feedback from across the rest of the state from folks that say, wow, I mean, it's just so neat to have all that in that concentrated area where you can stay, you can eat, you can do everything and just walk to the games, you know. So I think that is really what makes this Blue Cross Bowl special here in Chattanooga at Finley Stadium.
And the stadium staff, they do such a good job in putting that on, and should have been here a long time ago.
Agreed.
But we're glad to have it. Good to see Kanan Mills to his feet and walking off. And on 4th down, Walker Valley on a 4th and 2, set to punt it away with Roman Yulo back deep. Let's see if Drew Aiken's got a fake punt in him here. Yulo, the rugby style kick.
Thought you called it for a second there, Chris.
And that roll goes inside the 15-yard line, working towards the 10. They'll down it at the 11. So East Hamilton will take over, backed up deep on their own end of the field. Plenty of time left for the Hurricanes. 11-13. They trail Walker Valley by 11 points in this 4th quarter.
See if East Hamilton can make this thing interesting here. Putting another touchdown on the board would make a whole lot of folks in the corral, as they call it up here, in the home of the Mustangs. It'd make a lot of folks nervous on the home side.
Wyatt Miller looks to throw over the middle, in stride. Pass is complete out to the 25-yard line. Once again, it's Zane James with the reception. And again, Scott, this will mark now the 3rd possession without Jaden Haywood on the field. Number 11 has not returned tonight.
And that is a huge loss for East Hamilton. Aiden Burns on the stop there, not after they pick up the 1st down.
And here goes James again, this time to the far side. And Zane James.
Yeah, so if you don't have Jaden Haywood in there, and we talked about Jermaine Heathington being a really, you know, a great 1-2 punch, if you will. Now you got to get some other folks involved, like you said, Zane James on a jet sweep type thing and different looks.
Last time,
Mustangs defense.
Last time they had the ball, it was Spangler. And here goes Spangler sweeping to the far side. And Spangler will pick up the 1st down. Yeah, again, we've talked about how reliant this offense is on Jaden Haywood, kind of him being the bell cow of this offense. And without him, you've got to have other guys, Jermaine Heathington, those guys, Zane James, Wyatt Miller. We've seen Baylor Anderson involved a little bit tonight. Maybe it's time to see Grayson Maddox get the ball as well. Here goes Heathington. And he is cut down for a loss. Heathington ran into a whole bunch of blue jerseys over on the outside as they were able to fight their way through and drop him. It was Malachi Nunez.
And Jack Shantz in on it as well, 49. Another member of the Hair Gang. I bet that feels a lot better tonight than it did back in August in practice. We think.
I bet you're right. Sean's a 3-year starter. Miller with an empty backfield on 2nd and 11. Wasn't expecting the snap.
No.
And he is in trouble.
Woo.
Miller is buried.
Shantz again, along with Tyler Goldman, was in on it. Big time sack. And like you said, he just wasn't ready for the snap, so it wasn't necessarily his fault. He had no time.
Well, and once again, we've seen penalties be a problem, really, for both teams tonight. Each team with 1 turnover. And a costly mistake there for East Hamilton. Ball goes back down to the 26-yard line.
3rd and 22.
Heathington out of the backfield. They'll go to Spangler. Little screen set up. And Spangler. Look at Spangler out to the 45-yard line.
Almost gets it all back, too. And that was just well designed. They just let the defensive front from Walker Valley, watch this. They just come right at the quarterback. As soon as he lets it go, they're like, oh, no, he's behind us, and there's nothing we can do. That's some nice speed from Ben Spangler.
4th down and 2 for East Hamilton. Wyatt Miller still out there, so they will go for it. Their bell cow of a running back in Jaden Haywood not on the field on a 4th and 2.
They almost got a jump, but he got back quick enough to not draw the penalty.
East Hamilton will ask for the timeout. First time the Canes have stopped it in this second half. 4th and 2, 7:51 to go, an 11-point lead for Walker Valley. We'll return after this. Dr. Pepper Friday Night Rivals, presented by Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga.
Homeowners, is your roof ready for the summer storms? At Ultimate Roofing, we've got you covered. I'm Ryan Baxter. It's time to protect your home with a top quality roof from Ultimate Roofing. Our experienced and certified teams use the best materials to ensure that your roof lasts for years. We're celebrating our 25th year in business with over 5,000 happy customers. We want you to be the next one. Ultimate Roofing, protecting what matters most. Visit ultimateroofing.com.
It's here, it's yours, but you do need to hurry to take advantage of it. Discovery Days, that once-a-year pre-holiday savings spectacular at Scott's Furniture. You'll discover incredible sale prices on everything. New living room, dining room, bedroom furniture, mattress sets in every size, accessories, room rugs, outdoor furniture. Nothing's held back. Buy with up to 5-year interest-free financing and no down payment. Plus, delivery and setup are free up to 50 miles. Hurry, Discovery Days with incredible savings on everything ends Monday at 7 at Scott's Furniture in Cleveland.
7:51 remaining in this 4th quarter. Walker Valley with a 28-17 lead over East Hamilton. Make sure you stick around after the game tonight. We've got the Shrunk 3D post-game report. Dave Keelan will be on the field with our winning coach. That's the Shrunk 3D post-game report. Decision time here for East Hamilton. A 28-17 lead for Walker Valley. East Hamilton with the football at their own 45-yard line, faced with a 4th down and 2. They tried the hard snap count. Walker Valley didn't budge. Now here they come again. And East Hamilton going without Jaden Haywood. He left with an injury. He's their bell cow offensive player. Walker Valley fans, make noise. It's Heathington. Slips past one.
Wow.
First down. Heathington into Mustang territory to the 47-yard line.
Oh, Walker Valley's defender had him dead to rights and just could not slip him in. Here's another look at it. And that is number 2, Aiden Burns, who flies in there and just can't get him on the ground. Oh, wow, what quick feet from Heathington. That is impressive.
I was going to say, let's give Jermaine Heathington some credit. That was a heck of an effort. Empty backfield for Miller, the draw. And oh my goodness, he ran right into Troy Diskevich.
Also, Dylan Sharp in on that stop too, but yeah, they're just having to give the Mustangs a bunch of different looks here with Jaden Haywood out of the game.
Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. And East Hamilton pulled their skill guys over to the sideline. They have a little mini huddle with the skill guys. The offensive line stayed around the ball. Play clock is at 17 as the Canes come out to get lined up. A low snap, it's Heathington to the left side, and Heathington blasted hard by Tyler Goldman.
Goldman just shut that one down quickly. Heathington had a little running room, picked up a couple yards, bring up about a 3rd and 5. Tyler Goldman, junior linebacker, with a nice tackle there.
Goldman, a guy that was not a starter for Walker Valley to start the year. That spot was supposed to be Zeke Garrison, who played so well for him a year ago. Garrison broke his arm in week 2. Goldman is filled in nicely, though. Again, an empty backfield, another 3rd down. Spangler comes in motion. Miller taking a shot downfield, had a man wide open.
He sure did.
And he overthrew him. It was Baylor Anderson.
Anderson was behind the defense. A nice little ball fake from Wyatt Miller. Had Anderson, but just overthrew him just a little bit. Boy, I bet Wyatt Miller loved to have this one back, but still. Nice fake. Just couldn't connect. Yeah, a little too much of a line drive and not enough air underneath the football for Anderson to be able to make that catch.
East Hamilton has converted a 4th down on this drive. They'll try to do it again. 4th and 5 on the Walker Valley 43-yard line. Let's see if they try the hard snap count. Low snap. And we've got a timeout that is asked for by East Hamilton. So
Coach Nance fired up about it too, so I don't know what was going on there, but he didn't like it at all. Maybe it was not the correct formation. Who knows?
Middle of the 4th quarter, 4th down for East Hamilton. When we return, 4th and 5 for the Mustangs 43. Dr. Pepper Friday Night Rivals presented by Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga on the CW.
On a hyped up Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
All aboard the hype train. We're going all the way. Woo!
I heard this hype train runs an ice cold Dr. Pepper.
And the hopes of overly optimistic fans. Hey guys, check out my new tattoo.
We're so winning it all.
Even the national media agrees.
And they're never wrong about anything.
Oh wait,
Our quarterback got injured in practice.
okay, everyone off the hype train.
Well, that didn't last long.
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
Wherever you go, no, you're not alone. Just call my name, I'll be your home. Whatever you feel, I wanna feel it too. I'll always be right here with you. Always be right here with you.
Middle of the 4th quarter, Walker Valley with a 28-17 lead over East Hamilton. Canes faced with a 4th and 5 at the Mustang 43-yard line. Let's go ahead and get a look at our Dr. Pepper player of the game tonight. We'll roll with the junior from Walker Valley, Roman Ulo. He has been tremendous tonight.
He's done some things.
Just a few.
Great speed, man. I mean, such a long, rangy body type too. I mean, this guy's a junior, so he is really going to have some scouts knocking on the door to play on Saturdays, I believe.
A 65-yard run, 12-yard pass for the score, and then a 7-yard touchdown run. There's a look at Roman Ulo. He is our Dr. Pepper player of the game. A win tonight by Walker Valley, and Roman Yulo and his Mustangs would have back-to-back winning seasons for the first time in school history. 4th and 5 from the 43. Here we go. Heathington in the backfield with Miller. Play clock down to 10. East Hamilton. Play clock is at 3. There's the snap. Off play fake. Quick throw. Complete. First down and more. They've converted 2 fourth downs on this drive as that pass was pulled in by Grayson Maddox.
Big catch by Grayson Maddox. Nice calm throw by Wyatt Miller.
And Maddox is now slow to get to his feet. Get a look at this. Talk about being clutch. Miller quickly.
Just a little dart. Really no defender around him. Picks up a huge first down.
That is the 11th play of this drive for East Hamilton. And that is Grayson Maddox. Came through with a clutch play on 4th down. Now a little shaken up, getting some attention from the trainers. If we talk about Walker Valley trying to win tonight, secure the winning season for consecutive years, first time in school history. If East Hamilton can rally here and get the win, they would go to 4-0 and remain at the top of the region standings.
So Walker Valley was established in 2001, so they've been playing football for, 23 years or whatever. And Coach Akins was telling us they actually have more 0 and 10 seasons than they do winning seasons in those 23 years.
Yeah.
So this is a huge accomplishment for this program and Drew Akins and the entire staff.
He said that back-to-back winning seasons was something that was kind of a goal for him. He said this means that we've built a program here that is sustainable, and I think that is something that is certainly important. And of course, the flip side of that for Walker Valley, and maybe what Coach Akins was telling you he's more interested in, you win tonight, you're back into a tie for first place. So
and that's huge.
Yeah,
absolutely huge.
Hey, after the game, be sure to get all the scores and the highlights from the area. The Sideline Spotlight. They'll talk a little SEC football tomorrow. Tomorrow, a big day in the Southeastern Conference. 10:30 streaming on Fox Chattanooga Facebook page, and 11 o'clock on News Channel 9. Miller on a rollout now. Throws, dropped. And there comes a penalty flag.
Going to call him on that push.
Yep, little push after the play, and that will be costly.
Aiden Burns just got a little, because he had to have seen him drop the football, and it was just a little bit too late. You know, in the old school days, that would have been okay, but nowadays they're looking out for the health and safety of the players, obviously, and it was just a little bit too much after the ball was clearly incomplete.
After the play, personal foul.
Give them the first down for East Hamilton, and the ball goes inside the Dr. Pepper maroon zone. Well, it's
and
actually
the clock stops too. That's a big. I guess it would have stopped with an incomplete pass either way, but.
From the 13-yard line, here's Spangler sweeping around the end, and Spangler into a mass of blue jerseys over there. Get him out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Braylon Beard with the stop, like you said, ran him out of bounds. So that sets up a gain of about 4, 2nd and 6, it looks like. And again, they can get the first down inside the 5-yard line, already in the Dr. Pepper maroon zone.
Off play action, pressure coming backside, low throw intended for James, and it's incomplete.
Pressured by Jack Shantz.
15th play of the drive now for East Hamilton. The Hurricanes have converted 2 fourth downs on this drive, faced with a 3rd down and 7 from the 10-yard line. They can get a 1st and goal at around the 3. Jermaine Heathington in the backfield, and it's Heathington with blockers out front to the right side. Heathington struggles shy of the 10.
Malachi Nunez, Aiden Burns on the stop. We'll get another look at it. Thank you, Dr. Pepper. Heathington wants to string it out, but then there we go. Like we said, Nunez, number 9, Aiden Burns, number 2, shuts that down pretty quickly.
16th play of the drive. East Hamilton will attempt the field goal here from Spencer Payne.
And cut it to a 1 score.
That'll make this an 8-point game at that point. So now you got to get the defensive stop. Well, first, you got to make the field goal. Then you got to get the defensive stop, get the ball back, get a touchdown, and the 2-point conversion. And here comes the penalty flag.
Is that the play clock running out? Potential delay of game.
Final snap.
Well, Spencer Payne's field goal gets a little longer now. Ball will be spotted on about the 18. This will be a 28-yard field goal attempt to make it a 1-score game. And Payne pushed it to the left.
And you see the frustration on Aaron Nance's face, the head coach for East Hamilton. It's like, oh, you just got to pulled it a little bit with the big toe and couldn't get it up between the uprights.
East Hamilton converted 2 fourth downs on that drive.
A little pressure from the right edge by Walker Valley, too. That may have caught the corner of his eye and distracted him from concentrating on the kick. Who knows? He just missed it, so it's still an 11-point lead for the Mustangs.
Well, and if you're Drew Akins right now, it's about your 4-minute offense. Let's milk this clock is what they're saying on the Mustang sideline right now. Ulo, the direct snap out of the Wildcat, and here he comes. Our player of the game tonight runs out of bounds. Stopping the clock with 4 minutes remaining. Zane James on the tackle, or at least got him into the sidelines.
East Hamilton has 1 timeout left, but yeah, as Ulo learns the game, you'll learn right there. That's not, yeah, get as much yardage as you can, but keep that thing in bounds. The clock is as much your ally as anything else out there as far as getting yardage and getting, you know, a yard or 2 more.
He picks up 6. Stum is back in at quarterback. A lot of motion now. Stum looks a little confused. And Walker Valley will have to burn the timeout. Well, they didn't want to have to do that here. (28-17). Walker Valley with the lead over East Hamilton. We got 4 minutes left. Let's get a look at our RSW play of the game. I think we've already seen the big plays from Roman Ulo. Our RSW play of the game, we're going to go with Spencer McCooch.
Let's do it, man. This
was
impressive.
Watch this return. He doesn't end up in the end zone, but he does set up a score.
He runs about 220 yards on a 100-yard field, all the way to the right sideline, then back to the left sideline. Ran out of juice at the end, but what a 77 yards, you said, return?
77. Grayson Maddox saved the touchdown. Spencer McCooch with that punt return. Our RSW play of the game. A gain of 6. Coming out of the timeout now for Walker Valley. Mustangs will go with Hall, and Hall. Tough running between the tackles, but that will get the clock running. We'll go under 4 minutes. Dr. Pepper, Friday Night Rivals, presented by Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga. Chris Goforth, Scott McMahon, Dave Keelan. We are at Walker Valley tonight. East Hamilton, Walker Valley in a Region 4 5A showdown. Couple of teams averaging better than 30 points a game, actually. Both of them averaging 31 coming into play.
Big 3rd and 1 right here.
And that's Yulo out of the Wildcat. And Yulo has the first down.
Heatington makes the stop, but as you mentioned, not until he picks up the first down. Yulo did. Big 6'3", 195-pound frame. You see how athletic he is. That's pretty tough to stop, especially when you're going to bring in a lead blocker to help Yulo out. That was Braylon Beard, the linebacker, that was the lead blocker on that play.
Stum back at quarterback, and he'll hand it off Javen Hall. And Hall, first down across the 45 to the 47-yard line.
Get another look at it. Dr. Pepper replay. Hall just slippery. I mean, looked like the defender had him dead to rights, and he just kind of sidesteps him and keeps going. Very impressive athlete. Again, a junior. Yulo's a junior. Spencer McCooch is a junior, the special teams expert.
Dosen Stum, a junior.
A junior. You got a lot of guys coming back. Now they're going to lose some experience on the offensive line, but he's got this program set for longevity. Does Drew Akins.
Back on the ground. Again, it's Hall. Out across the 50-yard line. That'll bring us under 2 minutes to go. And Walker Valley on their way to winning game number 6. And this would mark back-to-back winning seasons for the Mustangs tonight for the first time in school history. After last year setting a school record in wins, they went 11-3, reached the semifinal round of the playoffs last year. And they also pushed themselves into a tie for first place in this region. This would be the first region loss for East Hamilton. McMinn County with only 1 region loss. Walker Valley at 2-1. They win tonight. They'll go to 3-1. Ray County at 1-1. And get the clock running again. Walker Valley will have to snap it just a few more times here. We've got a timeout that is asked for, as East Hamilton is out of timeouts with 1:16 to go. East Hamilton has played a good portion of this second half without their bell cow and Jaden Haywood, who left the game with an injury. But they did have some other guys step up. Again, we talked about their last drive being 16 plays. It ended in a missed field goal. 28-17 our scores. Get a look at our Scott's Furniture scoring summary now. Both teams started out pretty quick in this game. You go all the way back to the first quarter. East Hamilton on the game's opening drive, 6 plays and a touchdown. Walker Valley, they went 6 plays, a 91-yard drive. Yulo with a 65-yard run. That tied us at 7. East Hamilton with a 33-yard field goal by Spencer Payne to jump in front 10-7 with about 3.5 to go in the first half. And then very next possession, Walker Valley puts together a 65-yard drive. Yulo pulling in the 12-yard pass. They led it 14-10 at the half. McCooch with a 47-yard touchdown pass. Yulo with another run to make it 28-10. And then East Hamilton with Ben Spangler, a 43-yard pass with 14 seconds to go in the third to make it 28-17. And the Hurricanes with a long drive converted a couple of fourth downs and had the missed field goal. And now Walker Valley at this point, the Mustangs ready to take the knee, secure win number 6 on the year. And they will celebrate back-to-back winning seasons. Aaron Nance, the head coach at East Hamilton, sees his squad take their first region loss tonight as he'll take off the headset.
I'll tell you, though, I could see these teams, if they played 10 times, it'd probably be 5-5. I mean, this has been a really good matchup.
It has been fun tonight. The Walker Valley fans rise to their feet. I think they understand what win number 6 means. Walker Valley will not have to snap it again. As the head coaches look to meet at midfield. Walker Valley improves on the year. They go to 6-2, 3-1 in region play. For head coach Drew Akins, it is career victory number 38. For East Hamilton, the Canes will fall. They go to 6-2 overall. They are 3-1 now in Region 4-5A. When we return, Dave Keelan visits with Drew Akins, as we will have our Shrunk 3D post-game show when we come back. This is Dr. Pepper. Friday Night Rivals presented by Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga. Walker Valley wins it on the CW Chattanooga.
At Chattanooga Dental Care, from the moment you're welcomed into our office, our focus is delivering excellent dental care in a comfortable and caring environment. Whether you need general or cosmetic care or advanced procedures such as dental implants, our sedation dentistry services ensure your treatment will be comfortable and stress-free. You can feel confident in your dental care when it's delivered by our expert team led by Dr. Michael Hernandez and Dr. Stephen Vandenberg. To learn more, call us at 423-499-9300 or visit us at ChattanoogaDentalCare.com.
At Chattanooga Closet Company, we're grateful we've had the opportunity to serve the community since 1998 and to come into your home, to assess your needs, and to fulfill your hopes and dreams for your storage spaces. Is it time to organize your next project? Chattanooga Closet's main goal is to make the process seamless. An expert designer will come to your home, followed by a showroom visit to review your designs and choose your finishes and accessories. Chattanooga Closet Company, providing functional, organized storage spaces. It's life made easy.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside, or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now, get it straight from our doors to yours.
Value every day, Food City.
Walker Valley with a 28-17 lead over East Hamilton. Mustangs get the victory tonight. This is our Shrunk 3D post-game report. Chris Goforth, Scott McMahon. Dave Keelan is down on the field. As soon as Dave is able to grab the winning head coach, there he is, Drew Akins and Dave Keelan. Dave, take it away.
Well, Coach, You guys come out, look, close game there at halftime, able to separate there in the second half, execute. Defense actually held up really well there in the second half as well. Big stops. Just talk about your team's performance.
Yeah, made some plays in the second half early with the pass game. Obviously hit those two passes. The defense did a great job throughout the second half getting stops. You know, I wish we would have gotten off the field. It's the same thing if we get off the field, but they did enough, held them to 7 points. It was a great showing by both sides of the ball.
With this win, it puts you in a really good position in the region. You know, it's still anybody's ball game. And again, in this region, there's a lot of guarantees to get the playoffs, but top spot is still the big prize in this league. Talk about this win and what that does for you as far as your position in the region.
Yeah, ultimate goal is to win the region. That's our number one goal every single year. So to put ourselves in a situation where we control our own destiny, it's nice to be in that position. So we got 3 weeks to prepare for what to us will be a region championship game, and we got to make sure that we do everything that we can do to prepare for that the right way. But it ultimately comes down to how we play the game. Set the standard and play to that standard. So if we do those things, I'll be happy with the results.
Well, Coach, we talked about this just a second ago. You said we never win these games. Well, Coach, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave this right here. I'm going to step away, and I'm going to let you show this to your team, what you guys have won. Congratulations.
That's awesome. Dr. Pepper belt's always popular.
Back-to-back winning seasons secured for the first time ever for Walker Valley. Well, what a fun one tonight at Walker Valley. They do such a great job here. And we'll look forward next week. We'll head south. Back to Catoosa County. We go to Heritage as they welcome in the Lafayette Ramblers next week. 7 o'clock, we'll hit the air. Make sure you make plans to be with us again on Friday night, as we'll have all of the action starting at 7 o'clock. Don't forget, you can also stream the game online at ChattanoogaCW.com. For Dave Keelan, Scott McMahon, I'm Chris Goforth. Thanks for being with us tonight. We'll see you next Friday night from Heritage. This has been Dr. Pepper Friday Night Rivals, presented by Village Volkswagen of Chattanooga.
Homeowners, is your roof ready for the summer storms? At Ultimate Roofing, we've got you covered. I'm Ryan Baxter. It's time to protect your home with a top quality roof from Ultimate Roofing.